Hello! Hello, my friends and my loves. It is wonderful and amazing to see you. And yes, the night you have all been waiting for has finally arrived. It is here, as you can see by the overlay before you, as well as the amazing, amazing people surrounding me right now. Yes, that's right. It is the very first episode of Cyberpunk Sonata, and I am so very excited. I cannot even begin to tell you. So I don't want to take too much time up because I want to get started with all of this. But let me go ahead and introduce myself real quick first for anyone who does not know me. I'm Rocket Fox. Welcome. This is my channel, as you may have guessed by the name of this channel being twitch.tv/RocketFox. That's pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, I do the game stuff. I've been doing a lot of Minecraft recently, but this is something that I have had a dream of bringing more RP stuff to the channel, and I am so honored and just beside myself with joy to be able to be a part of this and to bring such amazing and talented people here. So I want to allow and have everybody introduce themselves. And I'm going to do that first, and then I know we spoke about this differently, but I'm going to have everyone introduce themselves first, and then I'm going to let chat in on how a couple little chat involvement things are going to go. I would like at this point to...
Because chat matters.
Because you matter. You matter, and we love
You're
you.
Just a part of this game as anyone else.
You are.
They're more a part of it. Let's be real.
That's true. If it was,
right.
if you were not here, we would just be doing this by ourselves, which we would, it would still be fun.
I would still be here.
I would still be here too, but it wouldn't be quite as fun. Oh snap! All right. So things are happening. Things are happening.
Stuff is already happening.
Oh snap! Stuff is happening.
Okay, let's go and get that out of the way.
Okay. You know what? Okay, so since things are happening, okay, so you know what? I take it back. Everybody is so on top of it. I'm gonna go ahead and share the chat involvement because you are so on top of it.
You couldn't help yourself.
Yeah, no, I love it. This is what I love. This is why you are all amazing. So basically, this is how you are involved. So here is how we are going to have you involved. This is a game in which we are playing in a futuristic, I don't want to say post-apocalyptic because there's a lot of technology, and I always think of that as being, sans technology, but it's a futuristic Atlanta landscape where there's, and I'll let our Holy Stiver go into this a little bit further, but our merry gang here finds themselves not in the greatest of positions. So that being said, we are going to be trying to make our way, and in doing that, you have the ability to help us directly. And so what has been happening here is the channel points that already are being redeemed for every at this point, for every 5,000 channel points at the end of a session such as tonight, every 5,000 channel points will get us 50 actual XP points and help us to actually level up. Our characters actually, in actual ways, we may be able to get more cybernetic body parts, or more glowing body parts, or more fantastic, fashionable body parts. Or things not related to body parts, but I don't know what those would be. So,
I think we've already got 10 of them redeemed.
Strike, you gotta calm down, buddy.
Or not. Hey, listen. I don't believe in calming down. That's not for me, so I stand behind this decision making.
Let's not get chat is saying that they can't hear anybody but you.
What?
Is that correct, chat? Can you not hear me?
Can you not hear anyone?
Chad, no. No, hang on. Let me fix it. Let me fix
No
it.
one responded to you, Strike, so I don't think they can hear you. Or not Strike, Cyber. I'm just like watching
right.
Strike's name pop up in my chat like 10 times.
Yeah. Steph
hang
says we're all
on.
kind of muffled.
Like it's coming through Rocket's speakers.
Goodness me, everyone is muffled. Well, here, let me. If that's the case, I don't know why that's happening, but let me. Well, if it's coming through this, let me at least move this in an appropriate way so that it's so that it'll be clearer while I actually figure it out proper like. And we'll get that figured out. We'll get that figured out. All right. You beautiful cat, say something. Say something.
Hi, I'm going to talk now because you just want someone to talk. So, Cyber, how many points do we need to level up?
So, Cyberpunk Red has a different type of role, different type. Oh, so April's good. What about me? Do I
Hey.
sound good?
Battery's just saying that. He always says I sound
just
good.
yeah. That's right. Oh,
All right,
Stiver's
what about me? I want to talk.
We're
now.
good.
Somebody tell me that I sound good.
I mean, you sound amazing, but
Oh.
You sound great. Now we all just stare at the chat waiting for.
Yep.
Okay, thank
All
you.
right.
And
Perfect.
Adam sounds good.
okay.
Good. Now we are gonna have to modify that just a bit because I didn't know how fast we would get the 5,000. I thought maybe we get the 5,000 in one day, but it looks like we've almost doubled that, right? I don't know how many we're at.
We're
No
at
clue.
10,000.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
don't you take my levels from me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
there's
you
agreed
already
on.
committed to this, buddy.
I got XP coming.
That's right.
Top level,
so
top
for
level, top
reference,
level.
completing a really good job will net you about 50 XP. So you guys are saying that they've
I
done.
miss you too, Steph.
Yeah, you guys are basically saying that they've done some nice stuff. Now to level up, they will spend that right now 100 points individually on skills. There's no real level up, complete level up. They're not level 4, level 5, anything. But we're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it 5 for every 5,000. That's 50 points. So at this point, that's what they're getting to level. So you level us.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. And yeah, so that is one way, chat, that you are already actively participating because you are amazing. And the other way is that Cyberpunk Red, which is how we are working this game, things are expensive. Things cost. And they cost a lot. And we're starting in a place where we don't really have a lot of money. So you can help us with that too. And this is a multifactorial system. I'm using number words now. And how you can help with that is if you tip or put any cheers or anything like that into the channel, anything like that, the amount that you put will go into the gang's bank account for us to spend in-game toward things like guns, or fancy body parts, or decorative body parts, or guns. I have a dart eye.
Or more body parts.
Or more body parts. Yeah, but also the second part of that is in real time, the money that you tip, cheer, whatever it is you want to do, that will actually go into the gang's bank account and actually go toward paying the cast because the cast is being paid. Yeah, that's right. Because we believe that around these parts, people should be paid for their talent and work. So that will be going toward that as well. And and also real quick to answer chat, yes, you are correct. Everyone's voices are indeed still coming through mic. I fixed that problem by turning my mic around. That was my workaround. I'm going to do something more in-depth next time, but that's a problem for later me. And so long as you can hear everyone right now, that's what we're doing.
Okay.
Alrighty. But
I support that fix.
I did a little bit of this. And so but I do have a fancy mixer here, so that which I bought with money, so I'm gonna try and use that next time. But I pulled an all-nighter last night, so that, again, that's not a problem for right now me. So that all being said, I would like to hand off introductions to my co-producer and the GM of this fantastical universe slash world, Holy Stiver, who is over here on the overlay. Yeah.
I don't know where I am on the overlay, but hello everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful night. I am so excited to bring you Cyberpunk Sonata. I am James Stiver. Obviously, you can find me at anything that's on the tweets or the Instagrams. You can find me at I am Stiver. I am your wonderful, wonderful corporate DM here today. I got my black button up because I feel like I'm going to attend a corporate funeral for my players. It's going to be great. But we're gonna go ahead and hand this off to April. April, who are you? Where can we find you? And very briefly, what character are you playing? Just ever so brief.
Hi, I'm April. You can find me at April Raygun, and I am playing a character named Boot.
Beautiful. Adam?
Hey, I'm Adam Jones. You can find me on such wonderful things as a voice on the Loot and Dagger podcast. I DM and produce the Stellar Arcanum podcast, and I do occasional streams and various nerd stuffs. And I'm ever so pleased to be here. What a great group this is. And I am playing a character called Flux.
Wonderful. Fox, what character are you playing?
Yes, I realized as everyone introduced themselves that I did not actually say who I'm playing. So let's see. I'm also trying to remember, what did I put these under? No, that's not what I did. It was real late when I did this. Okay, there it is. I am going to be playing Glitch. And who is that? Well, you'll have to wait and see.
And now we will begin. Welcome to Cyberpunk Atlanta. Chills. This is the time of the Red. That means that we are just out of the fourth corporate war. Resources around the world are scarce. There isn't a whole lot of new manufacturing of things. A pocket nuke went off over in Night City. That was years ago, but still it happened. Over here in Atlanta, things are a little different. But the camera's going to pan from the top of the world. It's going to zoom in until it gets over Atlanta. And you'll notice Atlanta has what's called 285, which is like a freeway that goes all the way around it. 285 is best kind of to be described as what separates the Badlands and where the nomads start trekking into the city itself proper. It's hard to find a whole lot of anything other than just large, extremely large buildings here and there. There's the closer you get to 285, the more you see probably plumes of smoke from perhaps grenades and fire. The fire from the end of the muzzle of a rifle, as gangs are spread out everywhere. Not here, though, where our players have found themselves. You see, a year ago, something happened, and we're to let them each tell kind of their version of what happened, because they're not where they were, where they lived before, where they were in a gang called the Sky Demons. Right now, each player is strapped to a gurney. I'd like to go ahead and get our first rolls of the game. So I want each player to roll me their resist drugs. Should be resist torture or drugs.
Oh.
It's going to be a 9 for me, boss.
Oh no.
see. I think I put a decent amount into here, but
So it is to remind me. What am I rolling? A what plus my drugs?
It'll be your resist, torture, and drugs. If you click on your character, you should be able to just click that, and it rolls it for you.
Oh, okay.
Woo!
And that
11.
should be. And by the way, we are all learning this game together. All of us. You in chat, me right now. I've read the book an hour ago, so I think I'm good. Everyone here is going to be real young and fresh in the game, so we're all going to learn together.
This will be fine.
I clicked on it, but now I can't find my result.
There we go. It's in the chat of Roll20. So you got a 15. You got the highest number, which means you wake up first.
Yay!
You hear the bubbling of. You look over, and there are 4 cryo tanks in this large medical room. There's only one person, and he's walking around. He has a sciencey lab coat on that says Sun Labs on it. He's an older gentleman with short dark hair, and he has his eyes are lit up in blues and reds. They're obviously augmented. And he looks over at you. He says, "Welcome to being awake."
I'm pretty sure I'm going to start fighting against the bonds.
Yeah, so the bonds are holding you tight. While you're fighting, describe what your character looks like and who you are.
You see Boot. She's about 5'8". She's got pink hair like this. Are we dressed in our normal clothes? No.
You are dressed right now in jumpsuits.
She is wearing a very plain jumpsuit, not normally what she likes. She likes neon colors.
These are white jumpsuits, and they just have the insignia of Sun Labs on it.
Very out of style. Pink hair. She's wearing glasses, which is weird for this time period because you can obviously tell that she has an augmented eye from the amount of silver attached to her face. And as she's like screaming and fighting against it, she's yelling, "Oh, you fucker! Let me out!"
Yes, hold on. Listen, once everyone is awake, I will explain more. But what is the last memory you have before you got here?
Still fighting. It's gonna be a punching you in the face! Ah!
All right, then. All right, we'll move along. I think we have someone else waking up now. Fox. Glitch's eyes flutter awake. You're seeing the same thing. You're in a medical. You look like you're in a medical room.
So Glitch.
Standing over you now is this scientist-looking guy. This guy in this medical lab coat, and he has this tablet that's come up, and it's like a holographic tablet that he's kind of punching numbers into. Yes, you look awake. Your friend here is upset, rightly so. Are you as upset? How are you feeling? Tell me, what is the last memory you had before you got here?
I don't even know who you are.
Yes. Okay. Your memory should be coming back soon. A little delayed, a little more delayed than I expected, but that's fine. That's fine. As he goes over to each of your beds and starts punching in numbers, and attached to each of your forearms is a line, like a needle that starts putting in more drugs. We last go to Flux. Flux, your eyes flutter awake.
All right. Flux is an older gentleman in his 50s. He has glowing silver hair and a silver beard, a remarkably clear complexion. He just slowly wakes up. Oh.
Yes, Mr. Flux, is it? How are you feeling?
not the worst hangover I've had.
Yes, it's your memory should start coming back soon. I'm sorry for detaining you here, but sometimes when people come out of it, they tend to be aggressive, you know? Each of you have this. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry, I was going to ask, what is the last thing you remember before coming here?
Oh, it was sunset. I was on a rooftop garden. There was a warm spring breeze, and I was porking your mom.
Right. I am glad your sense of humor is still intact, Mr. Flux. So, everyone.
So much.
Oh no, that is going to make this much harder. He's going to lean against the table, and and he punches in like a series of codes into the front of your bed, and more something drips into you, and the more this something drips into you, you start remembering first and foremost your time here at Sun Labs. You've never seen this doctor before, but Sun Labs itself is like a micro city within some kind of just a large open area, but complete with dorms. And you've been here, but they keep feeding you drugs every night, so you're kind of in and out. You remember here and there experiments maybe being done on you. It's hard to tell. It's real fuzzy. And you remember sometimes you're all lucid and you were able to find each other and kind of talk briefly, but it's real hard to, maybe it's the drugs they recently pumped into you, but you do remember your last moments, maybe vaguely, maybe to yourselves, but you probably remember your last moments. And so he looks back at you guys and he says, now that you're all awake, I am very sorry that we had to say we. It is me who did this, who has put you here in this room. You'll notice there are no guards. There was no other staff. This particular room does not have cameras. We are here, just you and me talking. You are prisoners, have been for quite some time. We have been running experiments. If you have, I'm not already aware, as the drugs I am pumping into right now are counteracting a year's worth of other dosages they were putting in you. I need your help. And if you do not comply, then I will simply, I guess, try another time. I don't mean to be this rude or harsh about it. It's just, I am also a prisoner here, you see. I do not wish to be here anymore.
I don't see you strapped to a table.
Yeah, why don't you untie us and then ask us questions?
Because I am very sure that you would kill me, given the notice. Given no notice to me, of course.
Given that, Mr. DM, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are our augmented body parts working?
Yes. Well, actually, yes. I'm going to say that they are.
Okay.
And he says, oh, sorry.
I would like to, as he's going to keep talking, slowly try to push my wrist back and pop out a tool from my wrist to try to cut myself free.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. And give me to cut yourself free. I'm just going to say we're going to give that just like a little bit of narrative, because I don't think that's something you have to roll because you're literally just cutting through some straps.
Yeah, I'm just gonna real quietly as
But
I'm.
are
we're
you
yelling.
gonna do it as a stealth? If we can roll a stealth if you don't want
I'll
him
do
to see
stealth.
you doing it. Yeah. So
Yeah, I don't want him to
stealth.
see me trying to cut myself out.
Okay. He says, in a moment when what I'm putting in you currently is over with, I will release you, and that way you have your memories, and we can talk, ideally, with a bit of respect, and perhaps we can help each other out, not being prisoners. Does that make sense to everyone?
Yeah.
Because I will tell you, before you perhaps attempt to kill me there, a scientist such as myself does have something of a chip in him. And if there's a kill switch engaged, one way or another, if I am dead here, they'll sound an alarm. It is unfortunate, but it is the price of working for Sun Labs.
Well, my head's starting to clear up, and nobody's currently torturing me, so I feel more inclined than usual to listen to what you have to say.
And my stealth was a 7?
Okay. His head's gonna slowly move over to you, Boot. And he's gonna look over at you, and he's gonna walk slowly, and he's gonna put his tablet down. And he's gonna, how about I start with you? I could give you a help if you want me to.
Are you gonna untie me?
Yeah, I will.
I'll stop fighting it.
He goes over and he unstraps you, and he slowly walks over and he unstraps Glitch, and he starts unstrapping Flux. There is a large desk area with like a monitor screen set up, like a whole computer set up there. But there's also a desk with all kinds of notes, just handwritten notes too, on pieces of paper. You don't actually see pieces of paper very often, but people using that old school way of writing. But he's got it, and he just goes over and he sits at the chair unless anyone wants to make any sudden movements or do anything after he releases your bonds.
After he releases us, I will probably kind of take a little bit of a defensive stance in front of Glitch. Not completely in front of her, but like kind of to the side.
Yeah.
Knowing who she is.
She's gonna hop up on the table, just sitting on it and like kind of swinging her legs around.
And I'm just gonna start stretching. Oh.
So, you said you want our help.
Back.
What do you want?
I wish to go somewhere, work somewhere else.
Yeah, don't we all?
But I wish to work somewhere where I am not a prisoner and my talents can be used in more meaningful and measurable ways. Now, what we're doing here is actually meaningful in my mind, but not humane, as he waves over at you guys.
Oh yeah, real fucking meaningful, tying a bunch of people up and...
Why didn't I get my back replaced? This bone back just isn't cutting it anymore.
Your skin looks really nice, though.
Thank you, it sure does.
Well, what do you expect us to do? We're wearing jumpsuits.
Well, you are apparently experts on the matter of extraction, is what I hear from my intel. So, I have been able to acquire a few things that might be of help, but after that, you are the experts, and if you help me, there's a lot in it for you.
Like what?
First off, I will give you 5,000 eddies upon my safe arrival to a destination.
A piece?
No, altogether. But you would also have your freedom, which you wouldn't have had before.
Well, like you said, we're experts of extraction, so we can just extract ourselves out now.
You could, absolutely.
But he has more intel to give us, don't you, buddy?
My hope is, that we play nice and help each other out, because I will be able to call the arrival. See, we are in a large building, the very, very top floor. You wouldn't have been able to see it because of the windows are fictitious from what you've been seeing from the city center. Very high up. The only way in or out is through some type of flying vehicle. And I have an arrival scheduled.
When?
When my agent calls the vehicle.
Well, when's that supposed to be?
When I am on the landing pad safely with you.
All right,
So
so
you're
we're
gonna
getting you
call-
to the roof. That's the plan?
And ideally, you take me to my drop-off point, see that my extraction goes well to my new company.
What's the new company was taking you to?
I do not believe that is necessary to know.
It is absolutely not. We were just tied down 5 minutes ago. If it's a trick, it's a stupid one. We're not going to get in any worse place than we were just at. So we may as well take him out of his word, because we got nothing left to lose.
Oh, it could be tied down again.
We can also tie him down and just leave.
That's true. That's true.
Or we could take him with us and get 5,000 eddies and a ride out of here.
Or we could tie him down and take him with us.
Hey, we got Gunny. Yeah, just throw him on a gurney.
It's going to be a whole lot harder dragging him around, especially if there's stairs.
We could throw him
Okay.
down the stairs.
At this point, I would like for everybody, and this is not a particular roll, just roll me a d10. Or, yeah, a d10, please.
Oh no. A D10.
But if it makes you feel any better, I can also tell you what experiments were being run on you. Continue, considering I do not wish to be here anymore. And those are secrets that I am certainly going to sell, and you have the right to know a few things about your own bodies.
I prefer to know everything about my own body. Also rolled a 9. What's up?
Okay. Flux, you go ahead and put a 1 into your intelligence. I'm giving you a 1 in intelligence. One more.
One more. Okay.
One more, not a 1 total. But a
No,
1
no.
in
Oh,
intelligence.
no.
Me real dumb now.
Oh.
We leveled up twice, but now we're all stupid.
Yeah, we're all dumb.
Oh.
We're all dumsies.
Level up to
Dumb
level
babies.
down.
Yeah, let's go to Fox. Fox. Every round, you can regenerate 1 hit point.
That's awesome.
Did I get super healing?
You got super healing factor, yeah.
I can be real reckless.
Boot. You can add 1 to your reflex stat.
Oh.
1 more.
That helps with things.
And what he does is he tosses each of you a tiny little, it's an agent. Which agents, by the way, for anyone who's not well versed in Cyberpunk Red, or anything like that, agents are like cell phones. They're your one-stop shop, do-it-all, little handy device that you carry with you. And you see him pull out of a drawer these agents, and he puts it all out there. Before he pre-programs this, and he shows you the data on yourself. And this data essentially goes through that glitch was showing with the sunlight initiative, the sunlight initiative program, she has shown clearly to have some regenerative factors. With Flux has shown to be taking to the drug to be more brilliant, finding himself able to remember more, feeling maybe a little younger in a way, in that kind of way, right? A little more focused, level-headed, that kind of stuff. Yeah, and I'm trying to get everyone's name. And Boot, yeah, and Boot was definitely feeling more reflexive. Some looks like in some of the experimental trials, you're able to like, we're able to move around some dummies really well, you know, and get out of the way of all kinds of things coming at you. And they just found that your reflexes on a scientific level had grown. There may be more things that might happen to your body because of this, but consider yourselves lucky you made it through the third stage of the trials.
Hey, what is all of this? Have you been stalking me?
This is simply the data we have collected since you have been here. Since I imagine you did not actually sign the agreement to be here.
What agreement?
Sun Labs takes in volunteers, you see.
Yeah, I didn't volunteer to be here.
Seems to be a story I've heard before that security tells me is nonsense, but since I have gone out and done my research with the fixers and such, you seem to have not been here willingly. Is this true?
I would not come here willingly with you corpos.
Yeah, do any of us look like we came here willingly?
Yeah, but I sure would like to leave willingly. I feel like we can get our answers in the sky. We should go ahead and get to the roof. We're burning time here.
We are.
So, do you have a key card, or do I have to hack the door?
So, and he pulls out another box that's underneath the chair, or underneath the desk he's on. He takes out 3 guns. These aren't chrome-looking guns. They all look plastic. And he takes them out. These have been. It has been hard getting anything through security. I get 1 day of shore leave, and that has since been cut since the last time I was found to have been suspicious. Here. These are essentially 3D printed plastic guns, super cheap looking, and he says they only have 12 shots each, so use that 1 clip that it comes with wisely. And he looks over at Flux and is like, I imagine they took your programs.
Yep.
He hands you 3 chips. These are chips that you can slot and download programs for. One says worm. Another says armor. And a third says sword.
Nice.
You may need this before we start our little adventure.
Thanks.
I will choose not to have a weapon as a sign of good faith with you.
Yeah, you probably don't know how to
handle
handle
deniability
one
if we
anyway.
get caught. You can say you were kidnapped.
Well, that is likely what the cameras will see when we reach out here, is it not?
That's fine. I'm more than willing to be your kidnapper.
I will tell you, there is one good way out of here, only one, but it is through a security door, and in there is an office with the entire security system embedded there. There's a door that leads out of there and onto the landing pad itself. I have chosen today because it is because it is a new year. And security is lax because of parties. So
What's
the
the
only
new year?
days. Happy New Year.
Ugh.
Happy New You, right?
Ah.
Okay, let's get out of here. I'm gonna start going towards the door to leave.
Okay.
Glitch is gonna follow, and she's gonna just be like messing with, just as I assume there's actual bullets in this thing.
Yeah, it's all like you can't take the clip out. There's just 12 bullets in there. And it's surprisingly light, surprisingly concealable. And they do take on, I'm just going to let you guys know, they take on for ranged weapons, they are considered the medium pistol. So you basically have a medium pistol at this point. Behind you, you do see this doctor. He has taken a chip out of a large computer system that is there in the room, and he has taken that chip and he is slotting it in the back of his head.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm going to earn my sign-on bonus and employment. My head is very valuable now.
She's gonna go like, wait, just right on up to him. Are you stealing, Doctor?
Would it surprise you if I wasn't?
I don't know.
Do you have a plan you'd like to talk out? I don't know how the sky demons work.
Not with you. She's gonna go back to the others too.
Now, one thing you will notice if you do look at the, and especially Flux, who has it built into himself, your agent doesn't seem to be getting any service whatsoever. And behind you, he does say, Flux, when we get to the security center, you will probably need to unlock the jamming, the agent jamming, so we can make our call out to our contact.
Understood.
Ooh, game
Now, where's
question. Sorry.
Yeah, what's up?
Does that mean all of our stuff that would have to access out, like anything is jammed?
Anything is jammed
Okay.
right now. Any access outside. Now, you guys can call each other through these agent phones, like internally.
Okay.
But you are unable to access basically the internet outside or make any calls outside.
Okay.
Well, we need to get out of here before anyone else comes, so we should leave.
Right. We got a map of this place?
Doc.
The doc makes a couple of boop, 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 and he gives you a map. And in this map, we're just loosely drawing it out. There's and you can remember from your city center, like from the last year of being here through the haziness of everything, there's essentially a giant dome oval that is the center piece of this whole entire thing. Hundreds, we're going to say about 100, 150 so on patients reside here. And the dome center, it's a lot of just things like places to eat and places to watch sports ball games, that kind of stuff. And there's a big dome that looks over the city. There's a skylight at the top, that sort of thing. There's just basically like, and outside of that are a lot of corridors, a lot of snake-like corridors that go to different dorms, that go to different areas, that maybe go off to different rooms. But he does give you this. And he does mark on your map a big red boop for where the security center is. And the doors going to the security center and you see outside of that, not too far off, is there's like large doors basically, and they go off into the landing pad. Looks like there's enough spots for about three different vehicles could be on this landing pad. That's how big that is off the side.
So we have to go through the main area from where we are.
Yes.
Okay.
That security center area is right in that bowl. So there's a door that's right in that bowl where everyone is at congregating.
All right. Hey, Janet.
Oh, hello. It has been some time.
Yeah, I missed you, Janet. Plot me a course, the shortest course possible from here to the landing pad that passes through the security center.
Anything for you.
Thank you. And then put a visible waypoint in my HUD, please.
Done. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
I'm sure later. I'll let you know. Thank you.
Hey,
Ew, Flux.
by the way, I missed you.
I missed you too, Janet.
I'll go now.
All right.
Get a room, you two.
Oh, we
Did you
will.
just tell you that you miss Janet?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah.
Now do you know how to get out of here?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I go out the door.
With each of your weapons, I imagine, are you guys all concealing your weapons, or are you going to act natural? What are you going to do? Tell me how you're getting out of here. Tell me how you're getting out this door.
Boots gonna hide the weapon like in her, like behind her back, and her act natural's like, okay, everything is natural. Nothing is weird about this situation.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't. Yeah, that's Boot.
I'm gonna keep the map like a video game. There's just like a little mini map heads up display in the corner while I'm walking, so I can just keep a better understanding of where I'm going.
I feel like as the both of them kind of go through the door, Boot being not suspicious and Flux looking around, Glitch is kind of just like big walks past and is just like kind of shaking the gun, looking at it, like listening to it, seeing like what it
like
does.
Like not trying to hide anything at all?
No.
Okay.
She's just like...
I have made a note.
I don't think this is a real gun. I don't think this is a real gun at all. I don't hear any bullets. I don't see any bullets. Now she's looking at it.
At which point I would look at her and be like,
I don't see anything.
No, that's like, real. And I'll start spouting out the schematic information about the gun.
Yeah, if
Boot
you want,
would know it, but I don't.
Boot,
it's such a common thing. You've seen this type of thing from 3D printers before. It's an expensive thing to have to do, to kind of just make a gun out of nothing complete with bullets and all that good jazz. So these were expensively made and likely can pass through any kind of metal detectors or anything like that.
But they do sell them in vending machines.
Yeah.
Yes.
They sell lots in vending machines.
Yeah. You can buy anything in a vending machine. Oh, okay. Glitch, stop it.
But I don't like it. It's not even in my. It's not even in my color.
I know. These both look horrible, and look at the shitty printing on this one. Whoever printed this did not align the nozzle properly, and like this whole line is all messed up. They didn't align the plates.
Boot, listen to this. And she's gonna tap them together. You hear this?
Oh, that's not.
Yeah.
Be very careful when you fire that. Here, switch with me. You take mine and I'll take yours.
It's gonna explode. It's gonna explode in our hands.
Yeah. Here, you take mine. I'll take yours. Mine's just.
I bet the doctor doesn't even know what a gun is supposed to do. He probably made this himself. It's probably gonna shoot injections or something like that.
I mean,
the doctor looks very concerned right now.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Mr. Flux, is this the way they always act?
I'm sorry, this is not your ideal escape.
I was under the impression that you were I will not say anything. I will trust the process.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad intel out there, Shun.
He's wiping away clear sweat from his brow.
Glitch is wandering away.
Okay. Does she still have the gun out and open, or is she concealing it?
I mean, concealing is a strong word. She's not waving it
Okay.
around anymore.
Okay.
Her, she is like we're in the open room now. Like I'm imagining it's like the
Oh, at a
promenade.
certain point, yeah,
There's
because right now
people,
you guys are walking by and you do see a
patients.
lot more medical staff coming through,
We're the patients.
going around. But
Do these jumpsuits have pockets?
these jumpsuits do have pockets.
Glitch, at least put it in your pocket for now until we need it.
Fine.
Oh yeah, I forgot we were in jumpsuits. So yeah, my gun's in my pocket, not in the back of a waistband, because that doesn't work.
I forgot.
In a jumpsuit.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
No, she'll put
yeah,
it in her
we're
pocket.
jumpsuits.
But where, like in this promenade area, where would the most of the patients be?
Yeah. So once you break free of the corridor you're in, and it opens up to this large bowl essentially, and now you can hear the whispers and talks and chatterings of all these patients, and you realize all the patients look real cray. They're all just like
Ah.
jittery. They're all
Is
like
that
a
your medical
little.
diagnosis, doctor? Real cray.
Um, they are the way you were for a long time. We feed them, we experiment, and occasionally we
Feed them
let them
experiments.
do more experiments. This is why I do not want to do this anymore. It is hard to see.
I'm gonna lean over to Glitch. Should we maybe free everybody?
I was thinking more starting a riot.
Well, I mean, if we're going to the main security room, there's got to be a button that like opens everything.
Mm.
Well,
She's still
focus
walking.
on us first, and then see what we can do for everyone else.
You see one guard just roaming around the central area, the central piece of this dome. And this dome is, I mean, I'm going to say it's got to be about 75 yards around, like and maybe 75 yards up with different levels to it as well. And you do see one security guard wait like with a baton. They has a looks like what you would like any old security guard you've ever seen. That's just like black suit with a black flak jacket on and has looks like a stun baton. That guy's walking around the center, and then you do see when you're looking at your map, you look over and there are two wide doors, and on either side of those, in front of those doors is you do see one security guard there, just standing in front of the door. And in front of that door, you do see this kind of mechanism. It's just looks like you would just swipe some kind of key card or something. And that's how you would get through this door, perhaps. But you're not there.
So this is the room where everybody's nutso, right?
This is the nutso room. There are probably right now about 50 to 60 people in the middle of this room.
Who looks
And
the
there's
craziest?
large think of like cafeteria style large tables where people are sitting at, and it's just well positioned. Now there are also TVs up and around everywhere. And now that you're kind of lucid, you can see that these are like old programs, like old programs, old news. It looks like it's just there to keep the mind busy.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make my eyes all big-eyed and slack-jawed, and I'm going to start just staggering in the direction of the security doors.
Okay.
And I'm going to go start veering in the direction opposite of the guard. And once I get about 6 feet from about 6 yards from the door, I'm just going to just sort of stand and just sort of drift back and forth while I'm standing there.
And this is the guard in front of the door. That's the guard that's guarding the door to the security room.
Yeah, about
Okay.
6 yards in front of that, on the
Okay.
opposite side of the door where the guard is,
Okay.
and just sort of stand there
Just
in a
wait
daze.
around. Okay. What's anybody else?
And-
Oh, sorry. Go on. You're not done yet.
Yeah, and then I'm going to look for a data access point.
All right. Go ahead and roll me that search. So for anyone out there, netrunners have this unique ability where they can look for access nodes.
So that's just an interface plus a D10.
Looking for the node.
Oh, where is that? Does that do anything? No. So I'm just going to roll a D10 and we're going to add 4 to it.
Okay.
All right, so 10.
10. All right, 10's actually a really good number.
Hey.
Yes, there is an access point at that door, and you also you can spot another access point just beyond the door, probably 20 more feet. You imagine that the door has an access point just for it, and then probably inside the security center is its own security, its own architecture.
About 20 feet in?
Yeah, about 20 feet in. Like if you were to open that door, get past it, there's probably 20 feet into that is another node. So you spot 2 nodes.
All right, I'm going to shift and turn so that I'm no longer facing the guard. And now that we're all clear, I'm going to open up a comm channel with Glitch and Boot because we all have head radios.
Oh yeah, because you guys all have head radios, right?
It's true.
Okay,
We
so
already
you
have this
can
installed.
plug. Do you guys all have agents just assigned to you, or now that I've given you an agent, that's how you're? I mean, you guys have head radios.
Yeah,
huh?
the
Yeah, we
head
all have
radios
head
bypass
radios.
the agent. They're just
Yeah, bypass
It's just
the
in
agent.
our brains.
Sounds good.
I was wanting to know earlier if I could just tune the radio in, but
Yeah, you guys could have done that. I'm sorry, I didn't know you guys had that. So there's so much cyberware out there.
just be
And
jamming.
this is why you guys are professionals. So in your head radio, yeah.
I'm going to just sort of whisper. And I was like, so I can open the door, but the access point we need is further inside. So I have to get inside before I can actually do the work.
So you want us to distract the god?
Done. Who?
Food fight?
Well,
Now remember, there is-
Now.
There is a guard wandering around the common area in the middle of the bowl, and then there's also a guard standing outside of that
Yes.
security
So
center. Just
there's
letting
only
you know,
the
there's-
two,
There's
though.
2.
There's 2 gods and 60 people. We saw like a massive fight.
So are we kind of toward the mid? We're around like in the middle where the crazy people are.
Yeah, I'm assuming like Flux went off without us, and we just kind of stood there watching him wander off for a second.
I'm imagining while he did that, we kind of meandered over, so we're like kind of surrounded by
Mhm.
that. And so as soon as Boot says that about should we start a fight, Glitch is gonna and just like punch her in the face.
Okay. A couple of
Why?
people turn their head, and he's like, what? And a couple other people kind of stand up, and
She stole my meds. She
You
stole
bitch!
my
I'm gonna
meds.
pick up a chair and throw it at her, but not at her, you know, like to the left of her,
Right.
like really
Okay.
badly.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to start checking in.
Okay. All right. Do me a favor. Did you want to use any of your before we do this?
In.
Give me a second.
No,
Glitch,
not
did-
you, James. I wasn't yelling at you.
Okay. Glitch. Did you want to use any of your rocker boy stuff for this?
Absolutely.
To kind of
Yes.
What now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The answer is
Um,
yes.
were you going to try to just do an area effect of trying to get people like on your side and riled up, or you want to pick one person? Do you?
I
'cause
pretty
there's
much just
different
want to
things-
rile everyone up. I want to get everyone real just aggravated.
Okay. Then roll me your rocker stuff. So that's going to be a
Right.
D10 plus your rocker roll. So for anybody out
Right.
there, Glitch is a role called Rocker Boy, which means that she can influence people.
So wait, where's my rocker roll? I don't see it.
You won't be able to. There's no roll for
Okay.
your. There's no clicker
My
for your
rocker
rolls.
roll.
So we just know that you have a 4,
Okay. So it's kind
and
of the
just go
same.
and roll a D10.
10 plus 4. 10. Oh, here we go. I should be able to do. Oh no, that was 4
Oh,
times.
oh,
Hang on.
yeah.
That was
No,
a
no,
lie.
no,
That was a
no.
lie.
You
That was.
didn't-
I'm so sorry. That was
Oh,
please,
just-
that was not
oh, no.
correct.
Oh,
Or
nosies.
like everyone just totally just like busted out the windows of this building.
Yeah.
So instead of I accidentally rolled 4 d10s instead of 1 plus. Hang on, let me try that again.
Okay.
The
Okay,
room
so
explodes.
Ooh.
Everyone
I rolled a
explodes.
9, so plus 4 that would be a 13.
Here's what we're gonna do for fun on this one. Because there's a room full of about 70-ish crazy people here. You got 9 around you to get riled up and get into the spirit of things.
Yeah, the spirit of things.
Okay. And I imagine Boots just
everybody's
here.
insane. He's like, let's get fired up. We are tables.
Since I feel, yeah, I'm just here.
I can't feel
throwing
my
things.
tongue. That's what you're hearing. You're hearing all kinds of random
Lizards are
bullshit.
alive.
Well, and actually, like as they
I miss my shoes.
well, and as they like even though she started this by like punching Boot, as people start getting riled up, she's then gonna point at the guard and be like, "He's a lizard man."
The guard looks because it started off as like whatever, someone's punching someone and not worried about it. He just kind of looks over haphazardly. Once you do that, and he notices the 9 people around you who also say, "We hate lizard men!" And then they start laughing. So I'm going to give you that because it's fun. Adam, we're going to do our first net action stuff. This should be fun.
Oh, hooray.
Hooray.
I sure
So-
hope
So how does this look? What does it look like to you when you already have like your virtual visor, right?
Yeah. Well, from the outside world, I've taken great pains to make sure that you can't tell I'm doing what I'm doing. Because I have an internal cyber deck, which is the tool that you use to do this.
Mm-hmm.
And oftentimes people will need like a visor to see what's going on, but I have all of that in my mechanical eyeballs.
Mm-hmm.
So to the outside observer, I'm just standing there.
Okay. Sounds good. So you concentrate on the node, and what happens is, and by the way, the guard standing in front of the node is now just kind of has taken his stun baton, and he's backing up a little bit, and he's putting his back against the wall, kind of assessing what's going on, seeing how much shit's happening, and he's already kind of putting his hand up to his ear. You can imagine there's some calm chatter right now, perhaps, but
Calm jazz.
it looks like
you
he's
see that,
I need this.
can I like start throwing things in his direction, just like a crazy person?
we're gonna go through some net rounds first, and then when we
Okay.
get through a net round or two, then yeah, you're gonna have some actions because this is now happening in 3-second increments.
Oh,
All right.
snap.
Because you're not necessarily in combat, we're just going to go through this. I would like to say that Janet, is it Janet or Janice? Forget.
Janice.
Janice.
No, sorry. Janet. You got it right
Janet.
the first time, and then you got me confused.
First floor of the architecture, and then a password prompt comes up, like, and it's crackling around it, and it's just kind of, to you, it's huge, right? It looks big as it pops out of the node.
Okay. Well, I just got me a worm, so I'm going to go ahead and activate that program, which should increase all my backdoor checks by 2.
Beautiful. Very good. And you have 3 net
She
actions.
doesn't like to check a back door.
No. Oh, yeah. So activating that is one of your net actions. You have
Yes.
2 more net actions.
All right. Well, in that case, I would like. Oh no, my cheat sheet isn't loading. Why isn't my cheat sheet loading? Oh, there it is. It's hiding from me.
Welcome
All
to
right.
hacking.
So then I'm going to do an interface ability called backdoor.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That's what you use to crack a password.
It is. So roll me that back door.
All right, so it's going to be my interface plus a D10 plus 2 at that point. So it's going to be whatever I roll plus 6. All right, that's the worst I could have possibly done.
Yep. So you still have 1 more action. You can attempt it again.
All right, well in that case, I'm gonna do that. Wow,
2
again.
ones.
Yep.
All right. So that was
That's
3.
what the odds were, but I know exactly what the odds are.
So that happened in 3 seconds. Behind you, we'll say Boot. You're now in this. Let's go ahead and have everybody roll initiative, because we're now in an initiative.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, if you open up your character sheet,
Mhm.
there's actually a whole section in character sheet. There's actually roll initiative as a button you can press. But it's also your reflex plus D10. Unless you have any other specialty things that adds to it.
Oh, there it is.
I'm
All right.
lost. Ooh, nice.
Took me a minute. It's near the top.
Near the top. Oh, I see it. I see it. Hey.
Okay. I'm going to roll mine.
Actually, I should be able to.
So far, just so you know, this is just so we can narratively go through some things. Okay, I like that. So 2 plus 7. Oh, I shouldn't have told you, mate. It's fine.
I didn't hear that. I'll just remember.
I mean, it shows us the rolls in the.
I'll just
chat
remember
window.
it forever.
Yeah, I know. I don't mind. I'm also, if anyone's ever seen me DM or watching of our Loot and Dagger, I tend to be very open with the roles I do because I like to be that kind of DM. All right. So next up happens to be Boot. So Boot, what do? We're now in effectively narrative combat here. You don't see any the officers are looking very perturbed. You do see one that looks like it's about to be bum rushed by about 9 people calling him a lizard man.
Okay, I'm not going to worry about the lizard man. I am going to worry about the other guy sitting very close to my friend Flux.
Okay.
At which point I am going to just, it's another lizard! And it's just like, I'll pick up a chair and start throwing it, and like,
Okay.
like anything around me that I can pick up and throw, I'm just going to pick up and start throwing at him.
All right.
They're
we're
running
gonna do that.
packs.
Anything.
We're gonna say that you're gonna have to move because you're in the center, which I already said was about there's like 70 yards going on here, right? Of complete diameter. So we're gonna say you can move once and then you're just gonna make a Hail Mary throw, or you can move twice and the next time we get around, you're probably in a good spot. But I'll let you just take a chair.
She
You wanna take a
got
chair with
an
you?
arm.
Yeah, I'm going to pick up a chair and start walking towards him and just throw it. It doesn't have to hit him. I just want the crazy people to
Okay.
pay attention.
Yeah, sure. Roll me a reflex.
Does she get a boost for her cyber arm?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What is?
My cyber arm does give me an extra D6 for punching. Does it give me an extra?
Doesn't give you an extra anything for throwing things.
What if she
no,
had a cyber
revving
shoulder?
it backwards. Okay.
No. Roll me a ref plus D10.
Okay, so it's a D10. That's just 20.
Okay.
Let me see if I
I'm
can
gonna
get
roll
this back up.
something here. And I actually get a crit.
Oh.
Because you're rolling it directly, you're doing that. And I got another crit.
Oh.
You can only expand out, but basically, the chair, we're just going to say the chair goes wide left and just goes, and not even close, but definitely the security guard with the he has the stun baton. Now he has it out as the chair's been like thrown at him, most obviously, but he can't really tell who because there's now a big crowd gathering. But now the stun stick goes like he activates it. And he's looking around. And there's still Flux just looking like the zombie, right? Still just there zombie-like? Mm-hmm. Okay. Glitch.
Yes.
Your turn. What are you doing?
Oh man, so I activated the people, yeah?
You activated, yeah. That was what you did. It was like, think of it like a surprise round. You activated 9
people. Just so we can clear this up. So
yeah.
April just went on initiative 16.
Mm-hmm.
And Rock is at a 13. Did I not get my 3 cyber actions?
We're at the, I felt like...
Because he did roll
right.
initiative before me.
Okay.
I might be
we'll
caught
just do
up
it.
in a wave of
We'll just do it. I was kind of doing it to where you had started something and then they wanted to do something, so we're going to do the next round where it's the proper initiative order. But I don't care.
Oh,
so,
I'm sorry.
Adam, why don't we go with you?
No, that's fine.
We rolled initiative and I got confused.
It'll start getting confusing, and we just want to let's just move on.
Sorry.
You now get 3 net actions.
Oh, all right. Well, I'm gonna use them to continue to try to break that password.
Okay.
Do it.
Go for it.
Hey, there we go. 14.
All right.
All right. And while we do that, I think Fox is fixing our overlay issues. I think we see that we're having some issues there.
Oh, yeah. I am doing something real quick. Sorry about that.
Beautiful. All right. So.
All right. I was trying to get it to where people could see the rolls, so now I have done that. All right. Sorry about that, everybody.
All right.
Yeah, you hear Janet go, "You did so good," as the password crumbles, and now you could get to the second level of this net architecture.
Oh, thank you, Janet. It's been so long since I've heard kind words.
It's been so long since we've hacked things together.
We'll catch up later. What's behind door number 2?
Door number 2. You see these looks like 5 different cameras that you could pick from, and you realize this is a control node. This is a control section of this node. You don't have to do anything here, but looks like if you wanted to, you could try to take control of these cameras. You could also move on.
Okay, so
you still have 2 net actions because moving does not take an action. So.
Awesome. So is it one control node controlling 5 cameras?
It is one. Now, the way cameras work, when you take over the control, when you do access control, you can then control all the cameras. I'm making it a little bit different if it's a drone or something. Drones, I'm going to make you have to use different net actions to control different drones, so you don't just control like an army of drones at one time.
Right.
And some nodes will be different too. I want to change it up. This one looks like just a cursory glance. You could control, if you were to attempt to control these cameras, you could. And it would all be at the same time with another net action. You can do something with them, like turn them off or turn them around or something, or look through them.
Okay. Yeah, I am going to attempt to gain control of these cameras.
Okay.
So is it one roll to gain control and then another roll to do the thing?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's you attempt to take control, and then your last action at that point, your last net action, would then be to do something with them.
Okay, so we attempt to take control. That's going to be 4, so that's going to be 10.
10. You beat it. You have now control of the cameras.
Now assuming direct control.
You now, you can see 5 different feeds now, just, and you can manipulate them however you want. You see 4 cameras in the promenade proper, and these are cameras that are looking through everything. You actually see 3 cameras that are in these main central bowl at 3 strategic different locations, and then you see 1 camera that is looking directly down the main corridor for all the dorm rooms for people. For the patients, and you see another camera that's going down a corridor for scientists.
Okay. So
that's 5, right? That makes it 5, yeah.
Yeah. It's 5 enough for me.
Yeah.
So now that I have it, is it possible to just keep an eye on them and continue doing stuff, or if I leave here,
yes, you have control. No, you have control while you're in here now. Now you always have control, and I'm going to let you just look at them.
Okay.
So if you just want to look at it, that's fine. And now that you have control of them, and that is what you've done, you're looking at them. You can continue basically that. You can minority report that to the side.
Yeah.
And you can keep going.
Beautiful. That's exactly what I want to do.
All right.
And so the third action is that opening the door. Does it take an action to open a door?
No, you can move to any floor at any time as long as there's nothing stopping you, and that's a free thing you can do, moving around.
Okay, because that's reading the
but you
rules,
have to go.
I got
1
hung
to 2
up on
and 3.
a little bit because see, So can I go to any door at any time, or do I have to go 1, 2, 3?
You have, in my mind, you have to stop at every level, but you can keep going. We're going to tell you what's on every level, but you can't just jump from 1 to 3.
Okay. So I can't go to any level. Well, I guess I can go down any level I've already been to, but I can only go up one at a time. Is that what you're saying?
I'll let you jump to any level you've already been to.
Okay.
Narratively speaking, I mean, I guess you could try to jump to a different. Right now, you haven't done any kind of pathfinding to see how many levels there are or anything like that. You haven't looked through this architecture, so you have no clue how many levels there are.
That's true. I'm a bit rusty, but I do know enough to know that it never branches until after the second floor anyway. So,
right,
I'm fine for now.
Okay.
So that was so yeah. With my last action, let me pathfind.
Okay.
So yes, so another D10 plus 4. Very nice, 11.
Hey.
11. Okay. On the next level, you see a black ice program. You can see it, and it looks like it's a raven of some sort. It may look different, but you would classify this black ice as a raven, you and your hacker buddies. And then on the 4th level, what you see is the control node, or the control for the door. And that would be the final level. There's only 4 levels on this particular access point.
Okay. But I have to open 3 before I can get to 4.
Yeah, that's the way we're going to play it right now. And we can look through the rules later, but I feel like...
that feels right to me. All right. Well, that is my turn then. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's it. So you're still on 2. You know that you have not activated... You know enough about black ice to know that you have to be in front of it for it to activate. So I won't go looking for you yet. Okay, so now we are... That was that. Now it's Glitch.
Hey.
Hey, Glitch, you're causing some shit out there.
Yeah.
Well, what would you like to do this round? Because right now, you have 9 people flooding around you and starting to work their way towards a security guard who has now activated a stun baton.
Oh no. Well, I don't know these people. So...
You could try your rocker roll again to get 9 more potentially.
Or power in numbers. I like that.
And you can even move as well. Everyone gets 1 move action and 1 action.
I am going to... Who looks to be... Can I spot the biggest, craziest looking person in the group?
Sure.
I want that person.
There's somebody who looks about 6'7".
Yeah.
Half their face is metallic.
I like it.
And you do see like a vampire tooth coming out the... one side is slack jaw. He looks real mean.
That sounds perfect.
And right now, just blowing the hair out of his own face. Just and he's just really entertained with his own hair. That's just moppy side of it, like this floppy hair thing going on.
That sounds great. She gonna move on over to him. And she's gonna focus all of her Rocker Boy cultist attention on this guy.
Okay.
And she's gonna take and she's gonna... Is he standing next to any... He is way up there. She's gonna just kind of jump up there and just like scooch his hair on out of his face. Just like, boop.
He goes, thank you. Thank you for... I was trying all day. To get you. Oh, wait.
Actually, no. And she's going to go, bleh, and just like smash slime the hair just like back against his head.
I love it. He goes, he's like, thank you. And he's just saying thank you over and over again.
You are my new boyfriend. And I need you to go attack that lizard man.
Okay, roll me your rocker boy.
Let's see. Oh no, what have I done? Okay. I rolled a 9, and that's a plus 4, so that's a 13.
Okay, so you were enabled to incur a favor from this fan. you're able to make a fan, essentially, and you point over, and he's already crazy anyways, and he goes with a big old tongue on his hand, and he puts it on your forehead. For you, yeah, for you. I'll be back, girlfriend. And then he stomps off.
That's what a good boyfriend does.
Towards this security guard, who now looks real upset that there's 9 plus a big giant dude coming after him.
She's just gonna be calling, "Love you forever, hearts."
Love you too.
Hearts
Love you
forever.
too. Hearts. That's a heart you made. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's doing that. Do you also move anywhere, or are you gonna stay where you're at?
She's gonna
just in
move
the center of
further
this chaos?
away. She's just gonna scoop into the crowd.
Okay. So you move closer away.
She's
scooching
gonna
out of
move.
the
She's
crowd,
actually gonna scooch in the crowd, but kind of toward where Boot is.
but-
Just
so at
in crowd toward Boot.
okay, and at this point, you start hearing the stun baton from this guy now being surrounded. You hear that going, and you hear someone go, "Ah!" and start basically curling up as they've been hit, and you hear another thud, "Ah!" as someone else gets hit, and you can see vaguely that this security guard is now just waving his stun baton around, just trying to crack heads open. Meanwhile, you see another guard that you look over. All of you can see that the guard who is currently kind of by his lonesome, and he sees a center of mess riot that starts picking up every 3 seconds. More and more crazy start joining in this. There's, for no good reason, toilet paper is now being thrown, and food is being thrown. There's spaghetti everywhere. There's all kinds of cyber soy burger stuff going on. It's a giant food fight. All kinds of fun, crazy shit is going on behind him. And this guy is trying to make some decisions. You can hear him mouth things. Into, like, he's still holding his ear up, and he starts to mouth a few things. And at this point, he takes his stun baton, and he takes it off, puts it in his belt pouch, and he takes out a gun.
What?
And he starts, and he's just going to point it around and aim it, and you can see he's just waiting, like in this kind of guard position. He's not doing anything right now other than just being in a defensive position. So we're going to come back up. Boot. You tossed a chair. You got this guard a little bit nervous.
And he pulled out a gun? Like a
And
real
now,
gun?
now he's pulled out a real gun. Before it was a stun baton situation, and now it feels like a real gun situation.
It's a gun
Well,
situation. That's an
I was all
escalation.
okay with this when it was a stun baton, but I can't have him shooting other people. So I guess I pull out my gun and shoot at him.
I think that's
Okay.
the solution.
I
We're
would
gonna
like to cast gun.
Yeah, cast gun. That's great. I love it that we're
Yes.
going to cast. All right, this is going to be our first shooting experience.
Yeah.
I'm really
Uh,
happy. I'm really happy about
Do
this.
I roll handgun, I'm assuming?
What you're going to go ahead and roll is, yes, the handgun. That should have everything built into it.
Oh, dang.
26.
Whoa.
How?
Whoa.
Oh, because you know what? Because 10s explode.
Oh,
10s are your criticals, and they exploded.
Oh, girl.
he
Oh,
exploded.
girl.
I'm not going to check any table.
Oh,
I'm going to say that
Girl.
you, and just so everybody knows, a normal roll is a normal roll. You can also do a called shot, like aim for the head at a -8. Just letting everyone know there is a called shot, essentially. You can aim for different targets. You can aim for a hand or a gun or, whatever, wrist or anything like that. Anyways, this is great. So go ahead and roll your gun damage. It's going to be 2d6.
Okay. That was like, that's less exciting. 5.
5. Okay. Give me a second.
26 though. I mean, that's
I mean, yeah, that's very
That's
exciting.
slick.
26 definitely hits.
I
I mean,
hit him with that gun.
it
Mhm.
hits. What you notice is that this person is wearing, looks like some kind of Kevlar kind of armor, body armor, and and you got 6 points of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Um, looks like you're beating up that body armor pretty well. Whenever you hit armor, by the way, it does something. Even when you have armor, every time you are hit, that armor goes down by 1, unless you repair it later. So it looks like you're doing some damage to his armor, but didn't seem like you got through his armor to do any damage to him yet.
Okay.
So his body armor is looking like it's going down.
Mm.
So you did something. Are you going to keep moving forward, or are you going like getting closer to him, or are you going to?
Yeah, I'm
kinda stay where
gonna
you're
head. I'm gonna keep heading towards Flux.
at? Okay, sounds good. And we'll say that after you. Oh, by the way, guns are a rate of fire too. Handguns, most handguns, so you can shoot again.
Okay, then yeah, I'm walking and shooting.
Yeah, you can just walk and shoot. You're gonna pop, shoot twice.
16.
16.
I shoot him. I shoot him again.
Yeah, we'll
Shoot
say at
him.
this point, let's look over at our combat cheat sheet pistol. 16. We'll say by the time you do your second walk, because you've been walking closer as you threw the stuff and you walked again. So yeah, we're gonna say you were within I guess 12 yards away from him now.
Okay.
Wait,
Unless you think my math
rate
is-
of fire too?
Yeah, isn't that right? Let me look. Ranged weapons, medium pistol have a rate of fire 2.
Awesome.
Yeah, single shot 2d6, rate of fire 2. You also have 12 bullets left in that single gun,
I have
single use
10.
gun. Or 10, I'm sorry, you have 10.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
sounds
keeping
good.
track.
Yeah, you
So
got.
I roll damage again?
Yeah, roll damage again, please.
Yeah.
Suppose it would be appropriate.
It would be
So much damage.
10.
So much damage.
10.
Hey.
Looks like you shot him real good.
Yeah.
Real good.
In the eyeball.
It looks like you still shot him, but maybe like you shot him right where you had already ripped a hole in his Kevlar.
Yeah.
So you see him pull back like you actually got some meat.
Haha! Meaty shot.
A meat shot.
It was a
That's
meaty
a
shot.
meaty shot.
Okay. Sounds good. And now we are
Alright.
back to our hacker.
So I'm not really looking at things with my own eyes right now. I'm focused on the HUD,
Mm-hmm.
and as I'm going up, I'm also keeping an eye on the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And I see Boot draw out a pistol with the cameras,
Yep.
and then I hear the bang,
Yep.
and then the bang. So I'm going to spend my next, my first turn to turn off all the cameras.
There we go.
Now kind of regretting not doing so earlier. And then I'm going to take a break from my zombie routine and just face palm a bit.
This shouldn't be a surprise. This shouldn't be a
I love it.
surprise.
Just because it's not a surprise doesn't make it not painful.
Mm-hmm.
And yet here you are.
And then that's right. I'm going to start up my armor program.
Okay.
My second net action, and then I'm gonna open up that door.
All right. At this point, the Black Ice always gets a chance to go before you. They just get a chance. So I'm going to roll my D10. You roll your D10 plus your I did not want to roll 2 D10s. I just wanted the one.
I really need to make a hotkey for that. So I don't have to keep
There, oh, he rolled a 1. All right.
Gosh,
But what you would do is you also roll your interface plus a D10.
this is
And then if you
Alright,
beat
so
him,
13.
you go before him.
Okay. I do go before him.
If you don't, he gets to hit you. Just gets to hit you.
Okay.
So,
He has the opportunity.
but he doesn't right now. So right now, you are now right there, and you see this raven fly out, and it's looking at you with its beady eyes, and it's all looking chromatic and changing all kinds of colors, but mostly darks. And it's got raven claws out. He goes, "Ah, I'm a raven."
Oh no! Oh no!
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna pull out my lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to cut that raven right in half using sword.
Using sword. So
Okay,
I get to
sword.
roll a. You roll your interface. I roll my defense.
All right. See how that works. Oh.
Now you get to roll another d10
Oh.
because 10s explode.
Oh.
Oh, does that mean it
gonna hit
explodes
it.
twice?
Just go ahead.
That's gonna be
I
it.
think sword does a 2d6. Is that right?
It depends on what kind of program this is.
This is a black ice program.
This is a black ice and it's
Anti-personnel.
3d6.
3d6. That's why sword's
Yep.
handy.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So 3d6. So 15. Not bad.
Flux
That
our
is the exact
hero.
amount. You have done the exact amount that it depixelates as you just. What does it look like when you kill this raven?
It's just going to, in my mind, this particular version of sword is absolutely a lightsaber.
Mm-hmm.
So in one fluid motion, I draw the lightsaber, ignite it, swing it, slice it in half, and then, and then put it right back on my belt.
It drops like bitcoins just down and onto the ground and virtually disintegrates. You know you only have one more door left. If you had an action, you could have done something.
I feel like I had a
And you did a lot though. You just you did good.
Yeah, Flux, you did wonderful. Good
Yeah,
job.
You did such a good job.
Don't
Flux.
listen to him. You
words
did-
of affirmation. In my
All
mouth.
right.
Yeah.
Well, now we're on the glitch. Glitch, you see everything. Like you look over as your boyfriend is now about to pummel this other security guard who seems detained right now with things happening.
Yeah, he's over 10 feet away from me. He's dead to me now.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt, but
Yeah.
one of our delightful chat members just had the perfect line that I should have said.
Ah.
And in the perfect world, I would have. As soon as I put the lightsaber up, it's just like, nevermore.
Totally happens.
Yes, that.
Totally
It
happens.
just-
Good job,
it
chat.
happened.
I
It
believe in
happened.
you as
Yes.
you believed in us. All right. Next is going to be our wonderful Glitch, who just is like, "Oh, love you,
Love you
boy.
forever. Bye.
Bye." And then you look over and you hear pop, pop as
Whoa.
you see shit getting real now as it's
That's a little too real. That's a little
yeah.
too real. Do I have a dart in my eye right now, or did they take that?
Yes. You know
Hey!
what? I'm just gonna go ahead and say, actually, no.
Oh.
I didn't give you a dart, so you really
Boo.
go boo on that.
No, that's fine. It would make sense that they would be like, "Hey, let's just take that on out of there, shall we?"
Yeah.
How far am I from the pop shooty McGun action?
You were in the center, so what's 75 divided by 2?
Because I did start my last action last time was I did start moving toward.
We're just gonna say it's about 35 yards away.
35. Okay, let me open.
You were in the center of this radius of 75 feet, so whatever your move is, you can move that
Okay.
and get closer.
I mean, my move is not great. It's 4, but you know it.
4, right? So you could get,
Hmm.
yeah. So you can get to 30 feet away. And you can still try to shoot with your gunsies if you wanted your gunsies out.
Yeah.
This gun makes a weird plasticky pop, but still it's undefinable. It's definably a bullet that comes out and hits things.
Sure, it comes out at a high rate of speed, presumably with a combustive force.
Right.
Okay. Oh, well,
You can move again, and that would be it, but at least you're getting closer.
God, yeah, I know, but that's still. Then I'm not gonna be able to do anything useful. Okay.
Right now, it would be a difficulty of I say you're at 30. You move, you would get about 26. I don't know. You'd be in the 25 DV range.
It'd not be great.
Difficulty value.
It'd not be great. Okay. Whenever our lovely boot through that chair, did that move any of our people in that direction?
Oh, there's another group that's now looking over at the gunshots, looking at the chair, looking at this security guard who's now aiming a gun out and continually kind of whispering to himself. Ideally, he's talking. You can gather he's probably talking to somebody on the other end still.
Yeah.
But yeah, you do see people around, so you could. There's probably about 20 people around you, just kind of not sure what to do, but being real, crazy like.
So what she's gonna do is she is going to do another rocker boy maneuver and point at this guard and yell, and also, so that's going to be the first move, and the second move is going to be a run. So it's going to be a move and let's see. So it's going to be like almost a simultaneous thing happening here.
Right.
And she's going to yell, "Eat him!"
Okay. Roll your rocker boy.
And we'll see what that does.
It's going to lose me humanity is what it's going to do.
I rolled a 9, which gives me a 13.
13. So what I'm going to do here is, again, we're playing kind of loosey-goosey right now. Whereas you roll for a specific person, do a very specific thing. When you roll for an area effect like this, and in this particular situation, they're going to just loosely do things, not necessarily do the exact thing you want them to do.
To be fair, I did say to do a very specific thing.
You did. You said a very specific thing, but we're kind of doing an area of chaos here, as opposed to a very specific person.
That is the heart of my intention. I don't know that I literally want them to eat him. I think that would make me very upset.
So what's going to happen is about 10 people go, "I'm real hungry and I threw my food already at someone else." Like different kinds of things like that are going to start happening. And they're going to bum rush the guard.
Yeah! And she as she screams it, she starts charging.
Because you speak crazy.
Yeah.
So they start bum rushing the guard, and they're around you-ish. And they have their own, I'm going to just give them crazy people speed. So whatever the speed of crazy people, and they're going to use double movements, they're getting real close. And yeah, so April, your character, sees all these people now rushing around you towards this guard. They kind of
looking real hungry. Looking real hungry.
And they're like, "Eat the guard!"
You're welcome!
So hungry!
So hungry! And now it's that guard's go. The guard's going to take 2 shots. They're both going to be aimed directly, as much as you can, around you, Boot.
Not the cannibals? I feel like they would be a bigger threat, right?
Well, they just kind of swarmed around you. I think he was aiming for you, and then cannibals happened. He's like, "I don't know, I'm gonna shoot."
It all probably happened very quickly.
I respect that.
It did happen, like, whoa, quick. And how far away would you say you are from him right now? I think we said you were like.
I was
12 feet?
like 12. Yeah, I was real close.
Okay. Well, good.
No, not good.
I'm happy about this. Let's do. I'm gonna just. D10. Roll. 15. Oh no, 6. Plus his. And let me roll the other shot just to go and get that out of the way. Whew. Yeah.
So what are you rolling against?
I am actually rolling against the. There's no defense you can do unless you opt to say I'd like to use my reflex plus a D10. You could do that, or is it dexterity? It was dexterity plus a D10.
It's like dex plus evasion.
Yeah, dex plus evasion.
But that's only if you have an 8 reflex.
Yeah, which I don't think you have.
Well, I'm getting shot.
Question from the gallery.
Yes.
Question. If my recollection serves me properly, once these cannibals run forward, if per se, hypothetically speaking, one were to get within range and she were to see the shooting about to happen, taking into consideration that they were engaged in a firefight, were she to just reach out and touch somebody and just whoop, body shield, she could in theory do that, could she not?
In order to use someone as a body shield, there are very specific rules for using someone as a body shield, and that's kind of hot. You would have to grab them, though. It's a contested grab roll.
I would like to grab a person. There are lots of people.
Because they did.
You can't right now because it's not your turn.
Okay.
So I have to pre-plan on grabbing a victim. I mean, shield.
Yes.
Willing participant.
You cannot reach out, grab a person, forcibly move them in front of you faster than the bullet can get to you.
Right. That's the whole point of that.
I suppose that makes sense. I'll allow it.
Yeah. So, handgun.
I just sent you some body shields, though.
Yeah, next round.
I got you.
I'm just gonna fall to the ground. I'll just lay there.
Yeah, actually, both of these hit.
Yeah.
So that means it's what? 2d6 per. So we're. Oh, shit. I'm gonna do this again. Sorry. We're all learning, people.
But it's part of the process.
2d6, and then it's another 2d6 as he shot you twice. So we're just gonna roll this. I would like for you to take 12 points of damage.
Okay.
That's not bad, all things considered.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. If you are below half your hit points, I think some things start happening, but we're not going to play that just yet because this is our first time in combat. We're just going to be real simple like.
Just to let you know, though, I am down from 40 to 28.
Okay. 28.
You're not below half yet, though. Not below
not below half, but just giving you.
Everyone sees that, including Flux, including Glitch. Being shot's real, especially when you don't have any armor. You see blood just pooling out of Boot, and it knocks you back a little bit. Not saying you actually physically are knocked back, but thematically you have been knocked back. You have been shot twice, and they are good shots. Mm-hmm. They're one right above your left chest, and another one's in your arm. Just doesn't drop.
Oh, my real arm. I was about to say, which arm?
Your real arm, like maybe up towards the shoulder, but blood is now spewing out of you.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad considering it could have gone way worse.
Yeah.
So that's what he did. And I'm not even worried about the other security guard because he's getting beat down right now.
It's not good.
So we're going back up to Boot. You two are in a firefight, Boot.
Fuck. And
he's looking better off. I mean, he's looking better off than you right now. So
yeah, I'm gonna pull my hand back and just like so angry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close the 12 feet and just punch him in the face.
Yeah.
Okay.
With my robot arm.
Robot arm punch.
All right, robot arm punch. Roll me. I want to say that is brawling. Melee. Melee.
Brawling. Okay, brawling is a thing. Oh, my brawling is not that high.
Okay. Melee combat is your dex plus relevant melee attack skill, which is just going to be brawling with your cyber arm. Yeah, brawling.
16.
So 16 brawling?
Yes.
All right.
That
I have to roll.
Good. That feels good.
I have to roll my dex.
I think it's good.
That feels good.
Brawling is always great because if you hit, you're actually ignoring half of their armor.
Yeah.
Perfect. Going for his not pretty face.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also that's a robot arm. Come on now.
That's a robot arm.
Oh.
I rolled a natural 1. I'm going to go ahead and just say with a natural 1 that's always going to lose even if you have other stuff going on because I like critical failures. So he critically failed, which means that you get a 2d6 punch.
Ugh. Mush him.
And if anyone ever rolls 2 6s out of their 2d6, then there's special things that happen.
How about if I roll 2 1s?
You still did 1 point of damage to him.
That's bullshit.
It ignores half of their armor.
You both just
That's fine. You still ablate his armor though. You like punch into his armor and it starts like making it real bad. So his armor is actually going down.
My arm got stuck at that last inch.
Yeah. He's like, and you're like ripping apart his Kevlar. And now he is looking real upset. And behind you are these people looking at him hungry and doing all kinds of craziness.
You're just unwrapping the treat.
I'm just opening the Twix bar.
Right,
Mr.
you're making
Flux, you're here.
Yeah.
It's your turn.
I know I should focus on the task at hand, but I've lost too many people. So I'm going to take a break from my net running and shoot this motherfucker that shot my friend.
You can now take 1 meat action, because that's a great thing about net running. You can like phase between them. You can do 1 meat action, or you can do, so you can shoot, and you actually get a rate of fire 2.
Meat.
Excellent.
Oh.
It'll be 19 on the first, and it's DC 13 because it's a handgun at point blank, right?
Right. You can even do a headshot if you want. You can try for a headshot.
Can we? I'm not gonna.
Do you want to go backwards?
No, I don't feel comfortable retroactively calling headshots. No, I'm not even worried about it.
And just boom.
Trying to get bullets in this guy.
Yeah, I try to get bullets in him. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and attack for the second one. There we
go. Oh man,
snap.
That's good. Nap. So now you got 46 you can roll.
Yep. And I'm gonna do that. There we go. 19 total.
19 total.
My
so
God.
10 on the first and 9 on the second. If that splitting it up matters.
He's just been standing there, kind of slack jawed, and then he just reaches. His facial expression doesn't change. He just reaches his arm up.
Like
and just bam, bam.
In my camera, I saw blood come out of my friend, and I'm like,
No, what I would like is because you still have cameras. I just like the idea that you still have that.
Oh, that's right. I turned the camera off. That's right.
And you turn the cameras off, and when you turn to swipe off the cameras, maybe some blood splatters against your face. You're like, oh no.
Oh damn!
Because you're still somewhat conscious. The virtual reality goggles still let you see everything that's going on. So you look over and you just like, nope. I'm gonna take. You just do pop, and you do a nice amount of damage. This guy looks critically bad. He's still up, but not by much, and his armor is just about to nothing. He's kind of fallen over, and he has his back against the door, and now he's waving a gun around like at this point it's just defending his life. Just outright defense of his life. So now it is Glitch's go.
Okay, I got 4 closer. Yay me.
Yeah, you got 4 closer. So you can still just do like a move and just look and see where you're at. You can just start running if you want. You could take a shot if you'd like to take a shot. You can do whatever you like.
Oh god. So it's really like at this point, getting 4 closer, I was 35. So I'm just like 30 away now. I'm so slow.
We'll say 30. Slow. 30 away. I'm sorry. We just said 30, so it'd be 20. You remove this 4, so it's like 26.
Oh my god.
You can get 8 if you do move.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I don't move because I get other people to move for me. No, I'm not moving twice. I'm just saying it's fine that I move so slow.
Yeah, I got you.
No. I'm going to, one of my actions I will continue. This seems fine. I mean, this seems under control. So I'm going to move once over there and just, I guess, casually follow the cannibals. And then I'm going to call out to my boyfriend to come join me over here.
Your boyfriend.
And we'll see if he's alive
this is all happening in 3 seconds. So how are you doing? Are you doing another like rocker roll, or you just want to take an action and call out to your boyfriend?
Let's see.
I think you already kind of have him under your rocker.
Yeah, I already have him. I'm just gonna see if I can summon him.
Sure.
Yeah, let's
so
summon him. He's my pet now.
Yeah, you know what? Roll me a persuasion.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see what happens.
Because it's still like you can't
So
do
what has he done since the last time when she told him to go
He
get that lizard guy?
Yeah. I'm gonna go and tell you what happens. No matter what, you see and there's this pile now around the security officer that had the stunt that was in the middle, right? There was a pile going on, and you see the biggest guy just and like a crazy dude is like thrown off of him. And he goes, and he raises up a stun baton. He points at you, Glitch, and he does like a half heart.
I'm just gonna say I want that. Just pointing to the stun baton, I'm gonna say that I want it. And I'll just throw out a persuasion and see what that gets me.
Yeah, throw a persuasion.
It was a 17. Dang. I feel fairly persuasive.
Ooh.
I put a lot of points into that, by the way.
You did. Okay. Yeah. No, I love it. So, 17 is a very, very good one. So he looks at you and he looks over what's going on, and what do you say?
He hurt me!
No one hurts my girlfriend. And he just starts pushing crazy people out of the way, and he has his stomach, which almost looks like a toothpick in his arm at this point. But it lights up, and you see the light gleaming against his eyes, and he does double moves to start.
Yeah, he got some long legs, running. Right?
Yeah, basically shredding, like knocking other people away from him, the crowd. That's now basically a full panic riot now. There doesn't seem to be any control chaos. It's just a full panic.
He hurt me by hurting my friends, and that hurts my feelings.
Yeah. So at this point, and because basically the whole chaos is going on your turn, Glitch, because you started this whole chaos.
Yeah.
We're gonna say now that the eat the rich people are eat the security guard people have now enclosed on this guy, and he's already got a whole bunch of negatives for almost being dead, and now he's trying to fend off these people, and all you hear is pop, pop. Okay. And those are actually not great rolls for what he's trying to do. So you hear pop, pop, and bullets just fly up. You do because it's narrative. And he is surrounded by people. It's hard not to hit some flesh. He wasn't hitting who he thought he was going to try to hit, which was at this point he's trying to hit Flux, since Flux is the closest one to him. And it basically point blank shot him. He was trying to move over, but the gun goes through the fleshy part of one of the patients, and they go and he runs and starts running in the opposite direction, like they're on fire, hands in the air. I got shot. I'm not hungry. I wasn't even hungry. So now we go to the top of the combat action with Boot. What do you do, Boot? You're seeing this guy's now being consumed by these people. He doesn't have long to live. Blood is everywhere, but blood is also everywhere on you.
Point of order: are they actually eating him?
You don't know. You see a crowd around him. You don't know what they're doing.
Do I know if they're actually eating him?
You're a little closer. You can see that they're trying to gnaw on his clothes, and his Kevlar vest that's still there, and he has a helmet on too. So one person's trying to take a bite out of his nose, but they're also crazy people. So you don't know how well they're going to bite or not well. Another person's now trying to eat the shoelace.
Can I take his gun?
You can go up there and go for it.
Yeah, I want to take his gun.
Okay, so just go up there.
Yeah, I'm just going to walk up there.
We're going to do an opposed. It's going to be an opposed. Just roll your. I believe it's just body plus a D10.
Where's my body?
Unless there's a skill I'm not thinking about. If you guys see a skill for it. I think there's grappling.
I don't feel like he's not grappling her though. He's more.
No, she's got to
grappling.
grab it away from him. It's still a
Yeah.
strength for strength.
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
really body. So I think it's body versus their body.
Yeah, yeah.
What
Um,
category is body in?
Body's just its own, like,
Oh.
intelligence, ref.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's not
okay.
a
I was
fast food
looking
for
at the wrong place. Okay, so
Yeah.
a D10 plus my body.
D10 plus your body.
It's in
He
the
has
meat
so
category.
many negatives on him, by the way,
Yeah,
that
he
I
does.
think I think you might be okay. So, yeah.
Oh.
So you beat him straight up on a dice, but he already had about 6 points negative because of everything happening. 4 for being almost critical and dead. He is bleeding out. He'll probably die soon. But he is still alive and basically breathing. But it doesn't take much effort. You just grab the gun from his hand.
Okay, and then I walk away.
Okay. So now you have a real gun.
And he has no nose.
And he still has he still has a baton. He still has, other stuff. But he is no longer there. Now, that was everything you're doing, Boot. This guy's laying in a pool of blood, and people look like they might be eating him.
No
You're
nose.
not sure. Or you are sure. People are attempting to eat him, but not like maybe his shoe.
Yeah, I think at the end of it, I'll
Nibbling
turn
at
around
his
like,
nose.
at the end of my try to turn around, what the hell did you tell these people to do?
You think one person's trying to make out with him, actually, which is real gross because of all the blood? And knocking into the person eating the nose.
I don't know if they're trying to kiss him or eat him.
Why not both?
Flux, it's your turn.
All right, turning my attention dedicatedly back to the net running because I don't want to see what's happening right now.
No
So,
one does.
We're gonna. All right, we're at the last door, and there was. So what exactly is behind the last door? What am I looking at?
All right, so at this point, you see the control node for the door itself.
Okay,
open
so
it.
that's
the last door.
control it.
Yeah, this is now, you have basically to open the door, you have to just roll to control it.
All right.
So you would take 2 net actions. One to get to the door. No, that doesn't look like. Well, what's your.
Nope.
It's a 6. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. This door is actually at a 6. DD6, so never mind.
Oh. Yeah. Well, what was that for then?
That is now, you can now control the door.
Oh,
And now you
got
have
it.
to
Not
use
the
a net
door to
action to open
the
it.
layer of the net. Yeah, the door, the actual physical door. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
All right. Then yes, as my second action, I will open the door.
This is one of those where it's 2 doors kind of in one, and they start slowly opening.
Mhm.
And before we go on break, what you're going to see now is you are going to see what looks to be a tossed over desk, and you know where the control node is, and it looks like it's on the side of the far wall, probably 20 feet in to this room.
Mhm.
You see one turret that is in the center of the room, at the center of the ceiling of the room. You don't see anyone else except you do notice there's one more door that from the schematics go outside to the landing area, and you see this turret, and it looks like it's aimed at the entryway to the door. It has not started firing yet or any of that nature. You've dealt with enough turrets in your lifetime to know that generally this means that if you have an access card, you're good. It's probably a demon controlling it from the access node, meaning that it's probably real dumb. It just takes a basic AI to figure out what to do with this turret.
Mm-hmm. Well, my third net action is I'm going to safely jack out.
Yes. Beautiful.
And for my move action, I'm going to walk over to the body that's being gnawed upon.
Yeah, at this point, we're out of combat, essentially. There's a lot of chaos going on.
Okay. Well,
we can
I'm going to grab that guy's ID badge, is my plan.
Go for it. All right, you have 1 ID badge. And now there's also, by the way, the scientist.
That
this
guy.
entire thing is now slowly weaseling his way around people, trying to eat things, trying to claim. Now there's a whole lizard men tribe apparently that people are afraid of, and now people are pointing people out as other lizard men. There's chaos everywhere, and this scientist is caught up to you guys. He's like, I am very afraid. Your tactics are very useful and also disturbing. And
yeah, that's an appropriate reaction to the circumstance.
Food dripping off of his face. There's blood on his elbow. He is looking shaken.
I forgot about you.
That is
He has that kind of face.
He does.
Good that you made it through. Should we?
I would like to do one more story beat before we take a break.
Go for it. Go for it. Lead us out to break.
Wipe the blood off the badge on my jumpsuit. And I'm just going to hold my arm into the hallway without stepping into the hallway. And then just sort of peek in to see if the turret seems to be acknowledging it.
Turret seems to acknowledging it.
All right.
You see the turret for a half moment goes zzz, like it's looking at you, and it goes zzz.
Good boy.
Nope, you're good. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. All right, and with that, I think we're going to take a small break, and we may run a little bit over.
Yeah, what was the projected time? Oh, it's 10.
The projected time is 10. Now, I think the general rule of that is I'd like to honor everyone's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and that's
past. So if everyone
Central,
has a hard out at 10, that's fine. I think if we're all good and time is good and people are feeling it, maybe a little bit over. But I don't want to say 10 for both the audience and people in the cast, and then we go over too often. So I'll let you guys decide for me what you'd like to do, and we can figure it out story-wise as well.
We want to respect people's time, but we're having a lot of fun.
So much fun.
Yes, but we're going to take probably about a little over. What do you guys think? About 10?
We'll take 10 minutes.
Talking about 10 a lot, so we'll take a 10. Everybody get some beverage, hydrate, take a potty.
Yeah, beverage, hydrate, do your thing.
Yeah, and we will be back. So see you then. Hello! Welcome back, everyone. We are back from our break. Hope everyone has had a beverage of choice and released their bladder or whatever else it may be that you had to do. Not going to ask for details. And so, yeah, without further ado, let's jump back in.
Tell them about the points again.
Oh, yes. Thank you. So, real quick, just as a reminder, there are ways that everybody can be involved. That means you.
Apparently that means April as well.
Yeah.
I want my
That
XP.
means you specifically down here. So you will notice that as you are hanging, it's happening. It's happening right now. It's happening. You'll notice that as you hang out and chat, you are getting channel points. That is level the Sky Demons up. You can choose that reward, and what that does for us, your very favorite Sky Demons, that actually at the end of session will go in and allow us to actually in-game, not really level up. Leveling up isn't quite a thing in the system, but it will let us
skill up. You can choose your skills.
Skill up.
Yeah.
It'll let us improve ourselves so that we can kick more face, and that's a true thing.
Just by my count right now, we're at 18.
We're at
19.
19.
It's
20.
Yeah, it's happening.
Who's at 20?
Woo! At 20, I was about to, and I was like, wait, I can't do it on my own channel.
Wow. I'm going to have to really look at the difficulty curve after this. But I love it. We're going to keep doing it. No, it's actually not that bad. So
yeah. And one other thing real quick. We do have, there is one other way that you can participate, which is if anybody puts a tip or bits, cheer, anything like that, that will actually go into the Sky Demons Gang bank account and allow us to in-game purchase things such as guns, dart eyeballs, and other such things like that, but in real life, it will also go into the gang's bank account because it will help pay for the cast and production and things like that. So
Food is so good, you guys.
Yeah.
it's one of those things that, you know, we enjoy. So how about that? But anyway, that is how you too can be one of us. Become one of us.
One of us. Yeah, we may look into because this is our first time doing it. I didn't know how quickly we'd reach any goal.
Go!
But we'll see, because we'll see after we level up if this was after they start leveling up some of their skills, if this was worth it. But I like it. I like
I
it,
think
and
it's
you guys like it.
23 now.
Absolutely worth it.
Oh my
Absolutely.
goodness!
Sure
Oh
is.
my goodness!
Yeah, see,
Okay,
you
well.
agreed to this. You agreed to this. I ran the
You're
numbers
gonna
by
be
you.
god level by next episode.
Right.
Keep it up,
Right.
chat.
We have
Yeah.
seven more episodes of this.
Think
so.
of how many more guards we
Yeah.
can eat.
If I don't end up like having a drink with the ghost of Johnny Silverhand, what was even the point?
Right.
Like,
Think
We are
of
on
all
a-
these points, how much farther I can throw a chair.
We are on the fast track of some legendary gang members here.
Yes.
When last we left our sky demons, they have agreed, maybe, I don't even know at this point, to help this scientist out who's also a bit of his own a prisoner, but they have definitely been imprisoned here in the Sun Labs city center, being experimented on with something called sunlight. You don't know much about it because you haven't asked. But at the end of the day,
you've been busy escaping.
you guys have been busy escaping. Together, you are now escaping. You have caused essentially a riot among all the crazies in the city center. Some about, at this point, all 70-ish crazy folks are just running amok. Some are trying to eat each other. They're definitely trying to eat a guard. There's
I think they already did eat
definitely
him. I think he's gone.
another guard who's being punished for being some kind of lizard man, they think.
That was never
And-
proven to be false.
Yeah. And about this time also, your boyfriend is looking over the stun gun. And narratively, as you guys are doing everything you're doing, and when last we left off, Flux had put out an ID badge to see if the turret would shoot him, and the turret did not shoot him. There's a central security room that he is looking into.
That was us getting our very first, just to throw out real quick, our very first bits. That's money in the bank.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I can
you.
eat this week.
Yay.
And
Maybe.
so can we in game. What's up? All
So
right.
can we in game.
Anyway,
That's
So-
what I was talking about. Sorry, I was in the game still.
Narratively speaking, you see this big giant brute with a stun baton now single-handedly takes basically this almost dead carcass of a guy who's bloody, all bloodied. As he's picking him up, people are dropping off of him, and he holds him up against the wall. And you can't stop it because it's just happening now. He smashes the stun baton into the mouth with a crunch.
Ooh.
oh.
Everyone can
Ooh.
look away, but it is a bloody, gritty scene. And he activates the stun, and the
Oh.
lights
Ooh.
and his lights just
Oh.
start to sizzle.
Oh.
And he's just laughing. He hurt you. Now he can't hurt you anymore. He's not gonna hurt him. No one's gonna hurt him.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right, we'll make sure to get that guy's gun so nobody else has it, and stay out of the hallway while I deal with this turret.
At this point, the gun has already been stricken away, grabbed away. So all you would have on him is a stun baton.
I have the gun.
Yeah, she.
Oh well, there were two guards.
Wait, oh, guys, okay, we'll say there were two guns. 'Cause
No, there
I
were two
don't
No,
know
the
if
other
it's-
guard.
Oh, the other guard. You're saying the other guard. Okay. Yeah.
The lizard man.
That's fine. Right now, we're
Those-
not in anything that's dire. No one's after you. You do have to fend off a few of the crazies who are maybe trying to eat your shoelaces or asking you if you're a lizard person. There's some food being thrown around. It's very distracting. So anything you're doing in here right now in this city, there's a lot of distractions going on. So if there's any rolls to be made right now, you're going to be making them at some negatives if you're inside the city center part of this dome.
But the
Yeah.
door is open and we can go through it now.
Yeah, but don't.
We probably should only with the badge.
Wait
still
until I
don't-
fix the turret
I still
before
don't
you go into
trust
the
it.
room with the turret.
Okay. I will watch your back.
All right, and I'm going to get walk towards the turret so I can get closer to that access point.
Okay. You get closer to the turret, and it doesn't seem to be bothered by you. It is now still aimed right at the door. There's a threshold, apparently, that you would have to walk by. But you see the access point. It is on the wall. And I imagine you would like to jack in?
Yeah,
Or
I'm
what you
gonna
want?
jack in, please.
All right. You jack
April.
in.
I can't help it. I'm trying not to.
I'm a child.
You are a grown-up, all of you.
Oh, hey. No
And
slang.
he has two options. He can jack in or jack out. Okay, those are his two options. But
And
you have to jack
sometimes
in
both.
first.
Sometimes both.
And if necessary, I can jack back in.
Mhm.
I mean, sometimes you have to jack in and then out and then in again.
Yeah.
Multiple places.
All right.
True.
So you jack in. The first thing you see is a password.
All right. Well, for my second net action, I'd like to do something about that password. Let's see. 10 plus 1. That's going to be a 6.
All right. 6 is good enough to beat it. So the password dissipates.
All right. And I'll move on to door number 2.
Door number 2 is a control node for the turret. It comes up.
Excellent. All right, we have one more, so I'm going to see what I can do about this guy.
At this point, you're the only one in, so
Right. So we need 8 for the turret.
8 does not beat it.
Oh, goodness. All right, well, that's my turn.
And you hear rummaging through. Who's here? I will find you.
Oh no.
And we are back to you.
Oh, we're just going to keep doing. All right.
We're gonna keep doing this. Until...
All right. Well, then I'm going to bring up my armor,
Okay.
and because I forgot to earlier, I'm going to go ahead and bring out my worm. That was for you, April.
I'm trying.
He's actually gonna do the worm.
I am not
Okay,
going to do the worm.
we both thought when you gave him a worm that he was gonna he had a new
Just
dance move.
Yeah.
immediately was just like, oh,
Yeah.
he's gonna do the worm real well now.
Oh, I
He
got
now
a new
knows how
emote.
to do the worm.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and now I'll try to get into that. There we go.
Oh,
just for good
oh,
measure. There we go. A 19.
oh, what?
Oh, a 19 totally gets you into the turret. So that is your one. That's one
Yep.
action, one net. So now, what would you like to do with the turret?
Shoot the voice. Shoot the voice.
I would like to turn it off.
It is turned off.
Okay.
And at this point, you can either move, stay where you're at, do another net action. What would you like to do?
Let's see. I've got all the programs up that need to be up. Everything else is reactionary, so I will go up or down a layer, whichever.
All
I
right.
guess it's down.
You see popping out in your virtual world this tiny little thing with devil horns, and it pulls out 2 knives. Found you, and I will destroy you. As you see an effort.
Cool. That's a 12.
Okay. Let me pull up my amp stats.
Gotta have them M stats.
You do know what, and this is for the audience, there's a difference between a black ice program, which is a very dumb program, that only can do one or two simple things, and a demon, which is an artificial intelligence that can do a couple of things. You have wrangle control away from the imp, and a demon's like an AI that can basically be on its own and has its own like set of parameters. A little, think of like a smarter black ice program that can actually control things too within the architecture. So, but you completely beat its speed. Combat. Oh wait, you got a 19? Yeah.
Well, the 19 was for the turrets.
For the turret. Okay. Oh yeah, roll a interface plus. You already did that. What was that number?
That was a 12.
A 12. Okay. It beats you.
Well, that is
because
awful.
Demons are actually pretty hoss. So.
Oh no.
It beats you, and it's going to try to zap you twice.
I sure wish it wouldn't.
Mm-hmm. Oops, I really went one at a time. So it's going to zap once. Go ahead and roll me a interface again.
Oh right, for like a defense.
Yeah, does your defense.
Right.
It's the only time in combat where we dual roll.
So 13.
13. It still beats you.
Oof.
Yeah, that's a high. All right, roll one more time for me.
That was almost the size I could roll, so that was lower than that. So 9.
9?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It beats you twice.
Okay.
So we're just gonna roll that. It only has a zap, so 7 points of damage goes straight to your. Now you have armor up. What does armor do for you?
Lowers all brain damage you would receive by 4 as long as the program remains red.
All right, so you take 3 damage direct to your brain as some droplets of blood come out of your nose.
So those were, just so we can clarify for future reference,
yeah,
those were 2 separate attacks. Right?
Yes, those were 2 separate attacks. So I rolled it's 1d6 per.
So
it's
would
a zap attack.
The damage reduction be for each attack?
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. So the first one would have been 5 points of damage. So it would have actually been 1. And the second one would be 2, but you would still have armor up until something takes your armor down, right?
Right. And I think they have to attack the armor directly.
Right. So you only take 1 point of damage directly to your brain. It's just it's a migraine. It still hurts, but it's not as bad.
All right.
Now we're up to you.
All right. Well, I'm gonna pull out that lightsaber and cast sword on it. I'm not confident at all that I'm going to hit it because his stats have been pretty good. All right, so I got an additional 1. I didn't notice that previously. That's good. So this is actually going to be +5. So 9. I don't think that's going to make it.
Actually, I was rolling a wrong thing at one point. Okay. Let me check one more thing. Make sure I'm doing this right. Sorry, everybody. This is our first time. Doing this. It's black eyes. Blah blah blah.
You dunk your lightsaber in some holy water.
Versus program defense, black ice defense. But demons don't have defense. They have combat, number, and net actions. Okay, I want to use another thing until I'm confident that I'm doing this right. So that means you hit it.
Oh, great.
I think I was using something else. Combat number is also what it uses for most of its combat stuff, and that's at a 14, just letting you know about an imp. So it rolls like on top of its 14.
An imp is a form of demon, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that makes it technically black ice. So it gets 3d6 for 8 points.
Okay, it takes it. You see, part of its bit structure starts to break away as you slice off maybe a hand that is holding one of its little short sword things, one of its short daggers.
So do I get to attack it again?
Yeah, you can use as many net actions as you have to attack. Now you can only use one sword program per turn, unless you load up sword multiple times in your deck.
But I can zap it.
Yes, you can still zap it.
Okay, so the attack is the same, and that's only like a d6. But hey, every bit helps.
Yeah.
All right.
So right now, beat a 12.
Which I did. Well, no, I didn't. That's an 11.
Okay, you can do it again. You can do another zap.
Yep, one more. Or even worse, that's a 9.
All right. It is going to do its zap at you.
Does it have to roll a different defense? Yes, anyone? Because there's a chance it could roll lower, right?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, that was that. So, it rolled a 9 for its defense.
And Tygo's the defender, so no damage. All right. Yeah,
all right. So now we're going to roll its attack, its zap, and that's going to be a 21 total.
There's no way I can beat that, so yep.
And another 21. So,
yep. Those are both, yeah,
so 2 doesn't get past your armor.
Right.
And 1 doesn't get past your armor.
Okay.
So it's your turn now.
Okay.
So it's you and this imp going. You just see him swaying back and forth, and it looks intense.
Yeah, we are fighting good up in here.
Should we do something to help?
Meanwhile,
as far as you can see, I'm just standing in the hallway.
Poking him.
But yeah, like boop, boopy in the nose.
Oh, 6.
Wait. No, he would crit.
No, definitely not. Oh, man, we're both just biffing left and right. All right. That's a 13.
Oh, critical fail. I'm just going to give it to you.
Okay. I get to roll a whole d6 this time. Yeah, for 6. Nice.
It is a new turn. Technically. Your last turn you used it. You can use a program per turn.
Yeah, but I missed on that first one, and I.
Oh, okay. That was your sword. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So was a 6?
Yep.
Oh, there's now just kind of a floating dagger, and just this imp. Just kind of you just hear the disembodied voice like, "I will still get you. I will defend the architecture."
Oh.
And it's his turn.
I wish you wouldn't.
Or no, it's your turn.
Add one more. Yeah.
Okay.
13.
No.
All right.
You hit it.
3 points. Zap damage.
You zap
lightning
it,
bolt, like an Emperor Palpatine, just force lightning right at.
Yeah, and it just poofs into a bunch of sparkling nothings, and it just disintegrates out.
Nice.
And I went to look up demons because they have a different. They have something called combat number, which I think they use for everything, but they also have an interface. So I'm not sure if I roll their interface or their combat number. I know their combat number is their initiative, but I think it's also what they use when they attack. I'm going to look that up for everybody, but we don't have to worry about it right now because we're done. All right.
Okay.
So that was it from there.
All right. And that was the second floor, right?
That was the third floor.
That is
First floor was password. Then you had the second floor,
turret,
which is turret. So the third, you met the imp who is probably moving down to find you, floor by floor too. Yeah.
Oh,
imps can move
past
around.
tense.
Yeah, past tense. He was.
Got it.
Was.
All right. Well, now I'm going to do my Pathfinder. Try to get the layout.
Yeah.
Of this place.
You have 2 more floors. Go ahead and go roll it.
Is that 12?
Sorry. 12. Yeah, that's good enough. You have 2 more floors. The second one looks like it's the agent limiter. The one that the next floor down looks like it's the one that's blocking the agent. And the last one is for the door opening.
Oh, the next door. All right.
Yeah, the next door.
Excellent. All right. Well, let's open up that door to the agent limiter.
Okay, the agent. Go ahead and roll.
Nice.
Oh.
10.
18, 22.
Ooh.
Okay.
You definitely now control the agent. The agent limiter. There really is only two options here, on or off. If you want to get creative, you could probably do something more, but for the most part, it's turning the radios off or turning things back on.
Yeah, turning the dampener off.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
My data can be free.
Yeah.
Free.
Data can be free. So now your agents all like start to get Wi-Fi signal.
Oh, let's turn us on some music immediately.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, there it is. There it is.
It's like, you have 976 missed calls.
Oh no. Okay.
All right.
With your agents now back on, that is good news. You do know with your Pathfinder is one more, and that is the door. So you can go ahead and start on that if you'd like.
I will. And I'll attempt to gain control of that door. So 11.
11 is good enough to open the door.
Woo!
You can take control of the door, and now you can opt to open up. I'm sure you will.
Control of the door, and now open. I will make a nice gesture and parking the doors.
Yeah, and just so you know, and the audience knows, when he's now reached the final end of this architecture, which means that if before he leaves, he can do whatever he wants. He can actually leave what's called a virus if he wanted to. You can only leave a virus at the very end of the architecture. So you could leave a virus if you want. You could just peace out. You could try to scrub yourself clean like you were never here. For anyone who's looking through this,
I forgot to do that.
Mm-hmm.
The last one.
I'm a really nice DM, but that's because we're all new.
We are all new. Yes, I would like to scrub myself, please.
Okay. You take a net action to scrub yourself. Do you then take a net action to jack out, or do you want to do a virus?
I would like, after I'm done scrubbing myself, I would like to safely jack out.
Should we scrub after jacking out?
Very good. You successfully scrub your. Go ahead and rub me a scrub. Roll scrub.
Yep.
This is just the next net runner comes in.
Oh no.
The worst possible outcome.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You've
We're
just
gonna
left like handprints
everywhere. Behind your ears, sir.
Mm-hmm. You know what? I'm just. I'm gonna write it. At this point, I'm just gonna sign it. I want them to know it was me.
He left a full-on body print like on the side of it.
Yeah, if they were to log in at this point, we'll even call this part of his like last thing. He creates like a
upload one of those cartoon pictures of me just flipping them off.
Yeah, you just leave that there. It's almost like a stamp that you have. You just like stamp.
Yep.
Stamp virtually. You stamp this whole like every floor is gonna have this.
It's him doing the.
Oh, what the first floor is him starting, the second floor is him turning, and then it's the full finger on the last floor. So I love
brilliant signature, beautiful.
Lots of gifts, lots of gifts.
No, I think just to be a little bit more extra, because I feel as I'm getting to know this character a little bit more, I feel like that's where I am. The very last floor is him just kissing his finger, and little heart emoji.
Yes.
I love it. Okay, so that's the last thing you leave within this architecture. The turret is turned off. Your agents now work, and now you look. Everyone else is still huddled at the door because that's where you told them to stop.
Yeah, I just want to say,
I'll just say, I am so proud of you. Come on, let's go.
Actually, I would imagine that like at certain points, Boot was while he was in this very deep like going through these levels. Boot's like poking him in the face, and beyond that, like the big crazy guy is just like throwing Glitch in the air, like, and she's like, wee, wee.
I'm gonna love you forever and ever and ever. Wee, wee. And he still has a stun baton, but it's like at this point, like it's just like between his teeth or something. He's like,
all right, let's all get out of here. Apparently. I'm going to start walking through the door.
Okay.
Yeah,
The scientist is quickly running, and you can hear him talking. It's like now, meet at the landing pad now, please.
So
I want to get out of here.
You just called your friends to meet us. It's set up.
To be more precise, I've called your friend.
Our friend?
And you guys hear, now that the doors are opened, you see on the landing pad, you see two smaller, looks like hover bikes. And they are looking very concerned up in the air as they're what looks to be an old outfitted almost trauma unit, but it looks like it could sit about 6 people in it, almost like a more of a van, but it looks pretty cool, but old and beat up. Each of you in the Sky Demons recognize it. It was part of your fleet. It was when you took on a whole lot of missions. Underneath this hovering vehicle that's floating around, you see a small turret that pops out, and you see it as you see there were 2 guards, each at a hover bike, and one of the hover bikes just starts exploding.
Yeah.
What happened to the other hover bike?
It's still there.
I'm taking it.
And someone is so the guy is not looking at you, the guard. It looks like a guard like one of the other guards, and he's out there and he's pulling out a pistol at this point, and he's just like freaking out. He looks over and he's just starting to take pot shots at this vehicle that is now starting to land.
And we're behind them? And
At this point, you're behind. The guard doesn't see you, no.
Shoot the guard.
Yeah.
Okay. If anybody would like to take a pot shot at the guard, go ahead, because he doesn't see you.
Me too,
right.
Me too.
Just
Lizard
one
people
shot?
never see it coming.
No, you get rate of fire too, and we're gonna say this is one of those moments where you're.
Oh, we're all gonna
what...
focus fire on this poor son of a bitch.
Yes, we are.
I didn't. 13, 15 for me.
Yeah, those are both it.
15,
I'm gonna say you
17.
guys are actually close enough that he wasn't looking. You can take a move action, and he was close enough on his bike. He was real close to the door. So this is a whatever is the closest.
13.
13.
Yeah.
Every one of those hit.
I'm pretty sure we incinerated
We are
him.
not going to roll damage.
Yeah,
You guys obliterate this dude.
He's gone.
And he just falls, like his head pops off. Like this is like that scene if anyone's ever seen RoboCop, where they just shoot him so much. This guy gets shot so much.
I'm going to shove his body off his bike and hop on him instead.
You can, and you have the interface plug. You can actually this looks like a nice luxury hover bike.
Oh, and I am
That
very
has an
skilled
interface.
in piloting air vehicles.
You're
Okay.
mine now.
This is one of our vehicles. I'm assuming I know how to open it from the outside and just know exactly where to hit it to jump in.
Yeah, so the back of it pops down like a little tiny landing pad, like a little tiny ramp. And you know it well. There are 2 rows where you can fit about 6 people here. And one of the people that has taken up this spot looks over, and you recognize it. It is Franklin Devobot. Basically, there's a long story behind Franklin that you don't all really know unless, I think, you just know that he's an AI-controlled robot. That's as much as you know.
Once Glitch sees him, she's gonna go, Uncle Franklin! And she's just gonna run over and like,
oh, hey there!
And
I'm
just
so
like-
glad you are alive. That is, cool. Oh,
Franklin!
he's just gonna pat you on the back as you're like hugging his neck. I'm so glad to see everybody. Oh, we gotta go, don't we? We gotta go.
Hold on. Boot, disable the tracker on this thing real quick, will you?
Which thing?
This hover bike?
Oh, yeah, sure. And I'll go over and do
Sure.
hover bike stuff.
Roll me a security check.
Security, not air tech.
Oh, if it's a
13.
security type.
Yeah.
Check. I will.
He's still
yeah.
super good at it.
Actually, I will help too. I'm going to make a roll because I didn't realize that.
Whoa.
I'm still getting my head around it.
So that's breaking into it in my mind. So that's breaking into it. I'm already going to go and associate that you guys know a lot about the arrow, like these arrow powers too. Yeah, you two together are able to break into the console, and you disconnect the radio chip that would track you.
Nice. So how much?
Good to see you, Frankie boy.
Oh, well, now it's real good to see you there, Flux. Are you in a better mood these days?
Oh, as of the last 5 minutes, I sure am.
From the window, you see him. He has a fedora on, and he has a trench coat on. And he nods the fedora down, and you just see a nice smile coming from his completely chromed face. Well, I think it's about time the Sky Demons ride again after we, he goes, I imagine that's the one we got to take somewhere.
Oh, I forgot you were here.
Yeah, the scientist is now climbing into the vehicle. Yes, I am.
Shit, where'd you come from?
I am here. I am here. I am here. Yes, I am here.
So how much room is there?
And he's shaking. He is shaking so bad.
Is
yeah,
like
we don't
putting
want
on
to leave our
seatbelts.
$5,000 behind.
Yeah. So is there room for the big man, or am I leaving him behind? Is he my pet, or is he staying?
There is this moment where he looks out longingly and goes,
She's gonna come out and she's gonna take his big old face in her hands. She's gonna be like,
the answer is yes, you could technically,
oh,
because there's
plenty of room.
There's enough room for
man.
6 people to sit on it.
she's gonna take his big old face in her hands. She's gonna be like, Vlad, which is what I decided to name you as of now. I hope that you remember me during our ride back.
We're going home.
Yeah, we need to rebuild the gang, and you got a lot of muscles on you.
I do.
Besides,
That's a good call.
And he just waves a stun gun in. It's still whipping around some of the blood. That's still on the stun gun, but bits of bone on it too. And he follows you in, and he has to duck as he gets into this essentially outfitted out van, flying hover van.
Who's driving?
Franklin looks over at you. Is like, well, now you've always been a better driver than me, which is real weird because I'm, got my processes and all, but you can take the wheel if you'd like, or I could take the wheel, whatever you want to do.
I'm going out front, and I'm just gonna start driving away fast.
I imagine the background glitch is like me.
And you have 2 options. You could take the wheel physically, or this is also a console where you can plug in if you had the right cyberware.
I'm going to take and plug my tech arm into it and drive.
I will allow it because you put a lot of money into your tech arm.
Yeah,
I'm just going to say, because it has a multi-tool.
Vehicle tech is a tech, and I have this tech scanner in my arm, so I feel like I could plug it in and download the manual on how to...
Yeah, about this time, once you guys, we're to say you guys lift off at this point. Both of me roll your air vehicle driving skill. Just see what kind of flourish we got. Oh
dang!
A 25.
Wow.
Shit nasty. Okay.
I peel out.
She does the worm in the sky.
It looks real cool. You do the straight up, just a.
Yeah.
I know this car.
And quickly, the scientist is now putting in the location for everyone, because now you're on the same agent wavelength, all that good jazz. The scientist is giving you guys coordinates.
Could I have done it before the scientist had a chance to buckle his seatbelt?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good.
He's like typing. He's typing on his cell phone basically, and he goes, and he loses his agent on the floor. He's scrambling to pick it up. He's falling around. Vlad has to pick him up with one hand. Here you go, and sets him on a seat next to him, and just starts like, safety is important.
I feel like Glitch and Flux are used to this and didn't even their hair didn't even move.
Yeah, Doc, pay attention.
I like that he's slowly turned into a super mutant, which fits him way
Yes.
better, I think.
He is. Yeah. So Vlad buckles him in. You guys shoot straight up. Flux, you weren't as cool, but
No, I'm old man driving out of there.
yeah, you're just like safety. Make sure
I'm
I have
checking all my mirrors,
Yeah.
make sure the blinkers work.
Yeah.
I peel out. He's checking to make sure everything is working.
Adjusting
About
the
this time,
seats.
you do hear sirens.
Oh, Flux out. Time to Delta.
Yeah.
Flux away.
Okay. You guys have successfully escaped from Sun Labs. We could keep going for a little longer if you'd like, but it feels like this is it's almost 10.
That
Feels like a
good
really good wrapping up
that
point.
feels like a
and
good
it's
spot to me.
9:55.
Yeah, because
Yes.
now we're running away from the law.
Yeah,
Exactly.
take
Don't get me
that,
wrong,
law.
I want to keep going for a while more. But
I think if we keep going, we're going to be playing till midnight.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
exactly.
I feel like that's a good spot.
And we
The
respect
law
people's
fight
time.
is going
in
to
this
take
house.
forever.
Yeah.
Exactly. So here's something I actually want to do, and I'm gonna give it back to Fox in a second because I'm just the DM. It's not my
Whoa,
channel or
whoa.
anything.
But
But-
we are co-producing.
Can we get two more of those points? Because we're
Yeah,
at 23.
we need
I'm
two
sure it would be
more.
nice to just get.
Just two more of those little just those little
Mhm.
those points. Anybody?
Okay. Well, we're gonna give it to the end of me talking, and then we're gonna stop it right there because we're gonna see how many points they can possibly binge on for what you
If I
guys
keep
get.
interrupting Stiver, he can't finish talking.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
interrupting Cyber's
So
real
here's what I
fun.
would like to
Now
do.
the new game. Just keep
Well,
interrupting him
yeah.
until we get those points.
It's
All
the new
right.
meta, and I
So
dig it.
what I'm gonna do is I'd like to go around, and I'd like to ask the chat if they have any questions for the cast or if they have any questions about characters.
Yes.
And as we go around, if somebody wants to answer one of those questions, feel free. Otherwise, I'd like for you to show someone else in the cast some love.
Yes,
Something
yes.
they did tonight that was really fun or a good roleplay moment. So how about we start with our wonderful co-producer who plays Glitch. Who are you? Obviously, we know where to find you because we're here.
You can find me right here. Oh.
But if you don't see a question down there from chat, then why don't you go ahead and just give us some love to somebody else who's on the show and something they did that was kind of fun.
Yes, yes. And also while we're doing this, to make everybody else who's not me, because everybody knows where to find me because I'm here, but everybody else, tell where to find you, and I will be posting the information in chat so people know where to find you in a non-creepy way. But some love I have, and this is always the hardest part for me because I love everything. I'm gonna do a couple things here. Maybe it's cheating, maybe it's not. I love how we came together and worked as a group here. This is the first time we have all played as a group, all four of us, and let me say, it has touched me also appropriately, but deep within my soul. But also a little inappropriately deep within
Were
my
you
soul.
jacked in?
I was jacked in the whole time. But no, I love so much. I love how everybody just embodied their characters. I love Boot, like from the very beginning, like getting into the, like struggling against the, the restraints and just going into the chaos and throwing the chair and everything and the voice. Like, I love that. I love how Flux was just dealing with it. Oh, bless that man. But also, I've got to say, our beloved GM, I love all the voices and all of the character work and world building that has been going on here tonight. That is me.
Thank you, Fox.
Thank you.
Now we will go over to the lovely, lovely April who plays Boot. April, where can we find you? And give someone some love.
I would love to if someone would donate another 1,000 points. Because I feel like this is the time where I can really hold things up and talk
Ooh.
Yeah, just a little experience points, just a little
I
bubble
can't
in the
get
bottom left.
real
Just a
southern with
couple-
this
just
and
a couple of
decide to
X,
tell
please.
y'all that
Oh no.
you can find me on various streams, including on Wednesdays nights D&D surprise party. I will talk faster if you donate money. On Friday nights, actually this coming Friday, the Sladies are back with season 2, and you can find me on social media at April Raygun, and I am running out of things to talk about, and no one is giving us those points, so I think I'm gonna have to stop doing this now.
But it was a
It's
delight
okay.
to
I
listen
think we
to.
drained them dry. It's very
I don't
kind of
know
them.
why I got southern with that.
I
Because
don't know,
if you're
but
gonna
I'm here
talk
for it.
slowly,
But I
that's the
loved
best
it.
way to do it.
I loved it. It was like honey to my ears.
Oh, thank you.
So, I guess Adam Jones, would you like to take it away?
Yeah, Adam,
Why,
take it away,
yes,
and then
that's
give
me.
and then give
My
some love.
name is
Yeah, was I supposed
Adam
to give love to
Jones.
someone? I forgot.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Actually,
oh.
let's
Oh,
go
yeah.
back to April.
Yeah.
April,
I was speaking
Give
so
some
slow,
love.
I
forgot
just took
what I
that
had to
away.
do.
Oh.
a favorite moment, a person who did that, something. Just give love to the show. Something that was a favorite moment.
I'm also going to cheat and have 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheating.
You're allowed.
Cheating.
The first one.
You're in a fucking gang, right?
Yeah.
That's true. I'm in a gang. I do what I want. The whole glitch starting, everything was great, but then the boyfriend. Her commitment to this big dumb crazy boyfriend, and I love them. And then my other one, Flux, with the lightsaber in cyberspace chopping away at a demon.
Yes. Yes.
While the rest of us are like, doo, 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 doo. Like that's what I pictured in my head. Like you were in this like super intense battle. We're all like, this is a really pretty color of eggshell of this wall. Yeah.
That's nice. That's nice. Yeah.
But
I
I
like
love
it.
that.
Okay, Adam Jones.
Yeah, I am Adam Jones. I am a voice in the Loot and Dagger podcast. A lot of fun, and also the DM and producer of the Stellar Arcanum podcast, which we will be recording new episodes very soon, and I'm ever so excited about that. It is such a joy. I love my players so much, and we have such an amazing community. Everybody's just so friendly. And I occasionally do wonderful streams like these, and it's just been so much fun. And yeah, first of all, just bless Stiver and his ability to just roll with anything. Because I was blessed to be in Stiver's very first game that he ever ran. And I ran him through such the ringer. And he rolled with every single punch, and he has ever since. And because I've been playing with him long enough to know the look on his face, and I'm not sure what he expected to happen, but I know in my heart it was not a full-blown prison riot.
Or cannibalism.
You think food fight wasn't on the list of things he had written down? And cannibalism and lizard men?
I believe in my heart it was not. And the fact that he just rolled with it just immediately warms my heart, and I'm so proud of him. He's so good at what he does, and it's just a joy to experience his stories. And you two with just like, hey, we need to distract that guard. Both of you just looked at each other like, prison riot, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Just
Boom.
like, that kind of just on-brand chemistry is something that. It is hard to believe that this is the first time this group has gotten together, because that just flowed like clockwork. It was amazing.
I don't know how that happened, but it was amazing. It was.
What I love is that, by the way, you guys fly away. There's still a riot.
Oh yeah,
going
people
on.
are
There's
literally being
scientists.
eaten down there.
Yeah.
We're done. We're out. That's what we cared about.
Never
We don't have
said
to
we
deal
were
with that again.
good people.
We're in a gang. I don't know.
Guys, those guys are crazy.
I did the only nice thing by taking the gun away from him,
I
so no one else could take it.
I told people to eat him. I set that in motion. Like,
Yep, you did.
yeah.
You started cannibalism.
I have no regrets.
Yeah, we're not there to like take out the entire skyscraper full of scientists and guards. Like
We're just
we're there
There's
to.
going to be a crazy cannibalistic reptile cult in that.
Yeah.
place
Oh,
now,
there's going to be a whole new
worshiping you.
cannibal reptile cult now. Like
Yeah.
Atlanta.
No! That's gonna come back and bite us.
I
Like
will
literally.
tell
I
you
hope it
this.
doesn't bite us.
Literally.
For everyone in the audience, there is one last. This is kind of like, and then there's like an end credits, like MCU, as you guys are flying away.
Oh,
You
no.
look back and you just see how massive this building was that you just flew off of, and you just see in big giant letters, you see Sun Labs. Like this was you guys were just at the very tippity top of this mega corporation super skyscraper. Just to let you know how little but huge everything that you just did was. So.
And also, Sniper, would you tell us a little about yourself? Where can we find you? And did you have a favorite moment as well? I don't know if it's fair to ask the GM that.
Yeah,
but
praise
I'm gonna do
us.
Yeah, tell us we did
I
good.
thought you were about to say
All right,
praise the
all
sun.
right.
Jesus.
So I am Stiver. You can catch me if you like my DMing style. You can always look at our archives over at Loot and Dagger. We haven't recorded anything in the last year or released anything in the last year. That's still up in flux right now, and I'm sorry for that. But the good news is
right up in there.
right up in the jackhole. So
that happens.
Which you have two options with jacking. So, anyways, but you can catch me on Loot and Dagger. You can catch me as a player in Stellar Arcanum. I am also right now technically a part of two more streams. That's going to be City of Light and Shadows. That's premiering for its third season this Friday. And then tomorrow, Fate of Saltmall. If you like this crew outside of April, I'm sorry, April, but you're not in the Saltmall. We are playing over at Origami Shuriken's channel. I hope she's still in chat. I don't know. Are you?
Origami, we love you.
I'll be there.
Beautiful.
I play a megalomaniacal robot. It's good.
Yeah. You beautiful knitter, you.
I saw her earlier.
Yeah, I saw her earlier.
She was here before.
That's fine. So, anyways, so that's where you can find me. I am Stiver on all social medias. I'm going to go bit by bit here. I'm going to start. Let me start my praise over with Flux, who I think you're finding a good balance.
We got another one. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh,
hey!
Oh,
yes. Okay. One more. Thank you,
so
Will.
So Flux did a really, really good job, or Adam did a really good job. I think playing sometimes you go one way or the other where you play too social of a character or not social enough. I think this is just the right social. You got a guy who's older, kind of curmudgeon, but not, I don't know, but he has a good spirit, a good sense of humor. And I think that really came across. I just love the flipping you off you left in the architecture.
Yes.
I thought that was great. I think you just did. I love the serious moment where he said, "Nope, my friends are getting shot," and you took a meat action to actually shoot the dude. So that was great.
Badass one too.
Yeah.
We got another one.
There it is.
Yes.
There it is.
Intentional chaos. Thank you.
Cutting it off. Don't do any more. I'm serious. No more.
Save them for next week.
Save them for next week.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
We really appreciate you guys so much.
Yes. Thank you, everyone. They've gotten so many points. Whatever, every 5,000 equals 50. So you guys do the math for me. That's how many points they get to spend.
We have 25.
20.
Well, 250.
250 points.
Heroes.
That's equal to about 10 games played, something like that. So good job. We're on a fast track. We only got 7 more episodes of this, y'all. So, anyways, Boot. Yeah, waking up with the straps, and you're just like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna eat your fucking soul, dude. Like, you get me out of here. That was fun. I love you taking the ship, the flying ship, and just doing some super cool shit with your tool hand, just like, and you're like, yeah, and you just like, I love that moment. I love you shooting the guy. I love you shooting the security officer. I thought that was really fun. And yeah, like Adam said, I'm trying not to do too much of what some other people have said because it's still a great moment. But yeah, the minute you two looked at each other, just April and Fox looked at each other like, yeah, your characters are like, riot. We're going to do a riot. I thought that was great.
Yes.
Yeah. And then giving some love over to Fox. Yeah, I had no clue how you're going to play Glitch. I knew that we had an idea how you're going to play Glitch, but I didn't know how crazy, adorbs, psycho she was. She's basically, Harlequin, but I don't know. but also a princess. You know, if you know her backstory, which that's a little insider info that maybe you'll know in the future.
Well, I did give away earlier that I stood protectively in front of her because of her position.
I'll notice that.
So
I'll notice that.
we'll see if they divulge any more of their character stuff.
Foreshadowing.
We have character backstories.
Character backstories
snap.
and a whole lot of secrets. And I'm gonna go and I think starting to riot, but Vlad, I don't know if Vlad's gonna be this new character I got to build up now.
Oh yeah, absolutely, 100%
We're
is.
keeping Vlad.
He's our pet now.
He's your pet.
He's part of the team.
He's part of the team.
He's so great. He's the greatest.
Yeah. So now
We
I
love
get
him.
now I get to figure out if you guys are going to take Franklin Devobot somewhere, or if you're going to take Vlad somewhere, or maybe both.
Both.
Or he's gonna
One heals one's muscle.
We needed a berserker. I mean, well, you know, a muscle-bound berserker.
A muscle-bound berserker, right?
We need to teach him the words to berserker, so when he fights, he sings it.
Yeah, and y'all.
Berserker.
So I keep.
And that's all I have. But I will say this: the safety locks are about to be knocked off because the safety locks were on for this particular episode. Our first episode, getting through some things. Not all guards are only going to have a baton, and they're all going to have just a simple handgun. And more decisions you're going to make now. Things are going to get real because you have just escaped from Sun Labs and you were their property.
I see this only going
no
well.
one's property.
Yeah.
Demons.
You're out of the tutorial zone. Thank you. You're out of the tutorial zone. Now you're in permadeath land. So, good luck.
It'll go well.
You need those points.
Oh no! I went down to almost half my hit points in the
That was one
trial
good shot.
period.
That was one gunfight.
Hopefully, we can get
one
some armor in the meantime.
Yeah, I think that's going to be important. Which I do want to point out, we did get some cheer, which is money into our bank account. Which I'm gonna have to double check that. I think that was 500 bits. I think that was
500 bits. That's gonna be 500
into the bank account.
Eddies.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you so much, everyone. And I'm
Yes.
gonna leave it to Fox to take us out at this point. But I guess if you guys have any, we're actually running pretty good on time. So if you guys have any last words you'd like to say to the audience or whatever, go for it. But otherwise, I'm gonna give it over to Fox.
Yeah. Well, so I am going to go ahead. For anyone who has not yet been over there, do have a Discord for the channel. It is The Haunt, and I'm going to be putting up a channel for Cyberpunk Sonata for people who want to be talking about such things as us and how awesome we are and how much you're going to throw points our way and et cetera, et cetera. But also, and I don't want to bother anyone, but we did just get another level up. I'm just throwing that out there. We can put that on. We can put that on tap for next time. Would just make a note.
I made the note.
I'm looking at. I was gonna say I'm looking at Cyber, but you know.
Don't worry, I'll never forget how many extra XP we get.
And Galforce, thank you so much. And then other news, just for some regular channel stuff. As is with all Mondays, this week's episode of the podcast is out, and I wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who has been listening. We have hit 1,000 downloads. Oh my god, my heart is moved. So thank you so much. This week's topic is weird sound science. So yeah.
Ooh.
You know about earworms? You know how fast sound travels, or the lowest level of sound that can kill a man? Yeah, you will.
I need to know that right now.
Yeah, if you're not listening to her Odd Facts show, it's really odd and a lot of great facts.
Weird, yeah.
It's really cool.
And then also I do have a Patreon up, which I every week do a bonus story from the podcast. But also I do weekly, Lord, kill me if I did that weekly. I do monthly mail outs of stickers. This past month was this one.
Oh, that is so adorable.
Thank you.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
So that goes out, but also it helps to support things like this very show you are seeing before you. So in addition to getting tips and cheers and things like that from the Patreon, pull to do things like produce and pay the cast for this show. Let's see what else. I think the only other thing I have is the upcoming schedule. So everybody knows I am actually not going to be here on Wednesday because I got put on a work thing, which I have to do to make work money, and I couldn't get out of it. But I will be back on Thursday at the regular time. But upcoming in the future, I am actually going to be moving the Thursday time from the afternoon to the evening because, God, was that next week, the week after? Starting the 18th, I'm actually going to be over at Weave the Tale, and I'm going to be joining the Mora show, which is going to be, it's like a collegiate Harry Potter based game. Very cinematic, and I am super excited. It's going to be my first time over on the channel, so. I'm also on Fridays, not this one because it's a duo episode with our Tango and Regina, but starting next Friday, I'm going to be back for City of Light and Shadows, and tomorrow night for Sleuths, Spacers, and the Fate of Saltmaw. Last episode, will we... Will we
Watch us conclude nothing.
I was gonna say, will we solve the mystery?
Certainly not.
Or will we just insult Niles some more?
So much.
So, yeah, that's what I've got. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. We will be back here next week for more of this. We will find out how much the corporation wants us. Ugh. But we will punch them in the face with stuff.
Seriously, thank you guys so much. Your interactions mean everything.
Yeah,
it makes
no,
this
you
experience
are
so much
amazing.
more enjoyable.
But yeah, will we find the Space Mermaids?
Maybe not on this show.
I think that Oceanus is high.
I want space mermaids now.
So
We all want space.
I'm dating a space mermaid,
Yeah.
actually. I'm sorry, that's now canon in the game.
done. That's canon in my head too. Just in actual life. So I hope
I'm dating a
that's...
space
Cyberpunk,
mermaid.
you
Sounds
can-
like a great 80s movie.
I love it. I'm for it.
Yeah.
But yes, no, thank you so much. It means the world to have everybody here. And yeah, until I see anybody who wants to join me again on Thursday, please take care of yourselves. Do something nice for yourself. Do something nice for somebody else. Make sure to take a moment between now and then. Maybe look yourself in the mirror. Maybe shoot yourself some finger guns. Tell yourself you look good because you know it's true. And until then, I look forward to seeing you next time.